Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
That loop is hilarious. Actually, welcome. Welcome to the one of you that's in the chat so far. We're going to be doing just a little bit of talk on everyone's favorite subject on my channel, the Tin Hat Theory. Yeah, we're just hoping that our sporting directors do the right thing in the end. Just hoping they do the right thing in the end. Really wanting to make sure that you guys get a good idea of what's kind of going on, a little bit more in depth on what's going on. Let me get this shared on my Twitter really quickly so other people will start sharing it. All right, cool. And I put that shit on a loop. Yeah, one more time for you, JK. One more time. One more time, all right?
Welcome.
once more people show up, I'm just gonna like cut to it. Like once Ahmed's done, he sends all the people over. I'm just gonna cut to it and be like, "Welcome." Yeah, it was not even my idea. This was not my idea, JK. This was not my idea, bro. I swear to God, this was not my idea. Like, CNAC came into my chat yesterday and was talking like, yo, what we should you should really use that clip. Like, you should really use that clip for like your intro. And I've been like, I mean, why not? Yo, big up, Nathan. I just sent you over the link, Nathan, if you want to jump in, my guy. We're going to be talking about some things. We're going to go through the theory real quick and what I expect from this theory, from what I think could potentially happen. So, first part of this is going to be just we're going to talk about Cesar Casadei. Since Cesar Casadei is not part of the club or part of the summer tour, want to bring up where he potentially could be going. And what would you know? Cesar Casadei is linked with Napoli just an hour ago. Now, coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not. But now, chat, you guys in the chat, you guys that have been here for as long as have been part of this stream. Haven't I always said Cesar Casadei or Dr. Fofana are going to be one of the two players that are going to be in this deal? Cesar Casadei and Dr. Fofana were always going to be a part of this deal. If we have Romelu Lukaku, once again, we sell Romelu Lukaku for $25 million to them. Okay? And you sell this kid for 15 to them. Okay? Just say like 15 plus 5, 25 plus 2 for Lukaku. That's nearly half of what you would have to pay for Victor Osimhen. Just sell fucking Conor Gallagher for $30 million, and you got 80 million right there just to spend on 70 to 80 million just to spend on this deal. Even if you wanted to give them 100 million, 110 million for Victor. Yeah, you can either include him into the deal or even have him separate. But look at this was yesterday. Sir Pod and Calcio Mercado both saying that Napoli are interested in Spazio. Look at that. But people are telling us we can't sell these players, by the way. Like, when do I, and I think I got to go on a little bit of a rant. Okay. I think I might have to go on a little bit of a rant. At what point do these sporting directors have to prove to you that they have the capabilities of selling anybody for a price that's going to be profitable for the club? At what point does that not get across? Because, like, last year, people didn't think we could sell Mason Mount and Kai Havertz for the money that we sold them for. People didn't think that we would be able to get 40 million for Ian Maatson this year. By the way, if they sell Lukaku for anything over 20 million, they break even at 20 million, by the way. On the FFP books, of course. Obviously not in total net profit and total net loss. But total net profit, total net loss. Or in the FFP side of things, you're talking about anything over 20 million is a profit. Anything over 14 million is a profit for Ben Chilwell. Obviously Conor Gallagher is good money. That will be made. Now, I have a question for you guys. Would you guys take Mark Gahey over any of our left-sided center backs at this current moment? Anybody in the chat? Would you take Mark Gahey over any of the left-sided center backs we have at this current moment? Yeah. Adam, we'll get there. We'll get there, buddy. You would take Mark Gahey over Levi Colwill at this current moment? I mean, we could go buy Mark Gahey. We have first refusal option on him. Like, we can go and buy him at any point. First club that comes in for him, we have first refusal option. Honest, you say no. Adam, you say no. That big up EE, my guy EE. I got a question for you. Would you take Mark Gahey at the club at this current moment over any of the left center backs? I don't think he's better than either of the ones that we have. Just because I feel like people are kind of blind to the fact. But I think people are kind of blind to the fact that he was one of a few good players in the English squad that wasn't that good. And maybe I'm being a little harsh, but like, he was one of a few good players that in the entire tournament that England actually had that was good. And the reason I ask this, the reason I say that is to say this. How many of the out of all the players that we have sold from Cobham, how many of them have we regretted? Like, truly try to think about it. Like, how many of them that came from Cobham? I'm not talking about Kevin De Bruyne, who we bought, or Mo Salah. I'm saying came from Cobham that we sold and we regret. Would you take Tammy back? Like, maybe Christians? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kishian. How many of them have we said they came from Cobham, we sold them, and we regret selling them? Abdimas, send me the link to that, brother. Maybe Bolka? No, send me the link to it on Twitter so I could pull it up. Or like tag me in it. Oh, DLM, I apologize, brother. All right. Let's pull up Fabrizio. I'd love to see that tweet that Fabrizio. And that's been my biggest worry this entire time. I'm not gonna lie. That's literally been my biggest worry, Abdimas. This has been my biggest worry about this whole situation the entire time. Like, why wouldn't you want to pay that type of wages for a player who's in his prime at this current moment? You don't have to give him a 7-year fucking deal. You give him a 5-year deal. He's in his prime. It's a statement signing. It shows that you're not just going for youth, and it goes and you're going for like one of the more top quality players, and you'll get praised for it. It shows ambition in the end. It really does. It shows ambition. Yeah, I don't know where that is, Abdimas. I only see. You know what's weird? I can't get like on my phone on Twitter. Like if I pull up someone's like Twitter and I want to search like a certain word on their Twitter, like I do with like I can do it on my phone, but on my computer I can't do it for some reason. I thought it was like 270. Yeah, this is sad. If this is the case, this is sad. If this is the case, this is very sad. See, to me, what you're doing with this club, if you don't try to actually at least like, and once again, it's not necessarily with just Victor. If you don't try to get a striker of like it at a certain age profile, you're just hoping that something's gonna happen instead of like trying to make something happen this year. Like, and to me, like if you're let me do some math real quick because I actually want to see what that looks like. So let's just say 10 million divided by 52. That's 200K a week, bro. Like what are we talking about? That doesn't even make sense. That like, this doesn't make sense. Why would he, like, this is a pay cut to what he's getting currently. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, yeah, that's a pay cut. Like, this doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you pay someone like this $200K a week? Like, I that doesn't make any sense to me. When was this tweeted? Earlier today. Oh, just a couple hours, just a couple minutes ago, actually. Yeah, for some reason, I mean, I understand the release clause. Like, the release clause is something. So the thing, here's the thing, Abdi Masa, with Fabrizio. He does these what's the word that I'm looking for? He does these like correlations, right? So it's like, all right, Chelsea never wanted to pay the release clause. Okay, we understand that was never going to happen. And in my opinion, it was never going to happen, right? Like, I understood that in this entire theory that I had, and I've always understood that I thought nobody in world football would. And I am correct. I am correct. Okay? He tweeted that last week. Big up the Bridge 258 Nation. Big up, big up, big up. Big up.
Welcome.
Big up, big up, big up. So, and then the reason why I say he used this as a correlation is because he brought up Michael Olise. Like, why are we bringing up Michael Olise? This player's at a different age, and the reason why Michael Olise wasn't chosen because he didn't shoot. From their words itself. Oh, look at that! We got a big jump of new people. 1 second.
Welcome.
All right, now we can start again. Bro, something doesn't feel right about this. Something doesn't feel right about this. And to be honest, if they do decide to go this route, at the end of this window, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people. Oh, bro, you're good, my guy. You're good. We'll talk soon. We'll talk soon, my dude. We'll talk soon. So, in the end, like, as I've always said, if you end up spending money, like, I don't understand not spending this kind of money. I didn't. Nope. JK, it was just you. You only got the loop. It was only two of us here. It was just me and you got me in here looping that welcome video like fucking like 3 times. It's okay, 300. Yeah. Yeah, me and Miguel, we've had a couple fights in the on different streams, and I think he found some reason with me, and has found found it that I'm not someone to mess around with. Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying, Matt? You know what I'm saying, Nathan? Like, I think like this is the kind of shit that you do. Like when you do this kind of shit, like you've been going for this guy for 2 years now is the thing. The last 2 years we should be going for it. And Musa, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed to it, bro. I really wouldn't. Because, bro, he's stuck. He's stuck. The guy's stuck. What the fuck is he going to do? He's stuck, bro. He's stuck. He's stuck in a place that doesn't want him. Like, what are we supposed to do? Musa, I don't disagree with you. If you go for Tony, I won't be. I think there would be more people in the fan base happier if you did get Tony. Let me put that out there. I think there would be more people in this fan base that would be happier if we went and we did get Tony. Straight up. And once again, we're talking my tin hat theory. That's what the stream is on my tin hat theory of getting Victor Osimhen. It's been a tin hat theory forever. But like, it doesn't make sense. Let me put, I want to put 9 million in the calculator real quick. 9 million divided by 52. 173. That's what fucking Enzo Fernandez makes. Like, what are we talking about? That doesn't even make sense. Like, CP with the press conference is at 5:30. So in about like an hour from now, we'll be still live. I'll probably put it in the Discord. We'll probably watch it all together on YouTube and shit. And we'll talk about it. I'll like pause the stream. We'll talk about it right after it happens. Exactly, Adam. How does that make sense? How does 9 million a year net make sense? No, it's net, Adam. It's not after. See, he says net. 9 million a year. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, how does that make sense? Someone tell me how that makes sense. Nathan, tell me how that makes sense. Bro, tell me how that makes sense. CP, tell me how that makes sense, bro. Yeah, they did. I still think they should go and get him, Musa. It's not dodging a bullet if you get him for, if you end up getting him for so net is after tax. So you're telling me, so you're, bro. Like, how does this make sense? I'm pulling up our wage structure right now. I'm fucking done with this shit. This shit don't make any fucking sense. I got a fucking headache from this shit. Like, Capology. That's the one I trust the most. Capology, by the way. If you guys don't know Capology, fucking should be your best friend if you like transfers and shit like that. Okay. So here's the guys that are in his range at this current moment, would be in his range. Right here. Sell fucking Ben Chilwell. I'm sorry for yelling in everyone's ear, but sell Ben Chilwell. What the fuck are we doing here? 1, 2, 3. You gave Towson 120, but you can't give the guy a marquee striker in the world 180. You gave Enzo Fernandez 180, and he's fucking going on buses singing racist chants. You can't give Victor 180? I apologize, JK. I do apologize. I apologize. I do apologize. I did not mean it. I'm just riled up. So they're making less. Okay. So you're talking 220 to 250. That's what I'm saying, Keisha. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that you get 325 off your wage books, off your wage bill. You get, where is that asshole? 120 off your wage bill this recent week. You can go ahead and get rid of this off your wage bill and this off your wage bill. So that's 320. I understand this is gross. Okay, I understand this is gross. So let's assume that Victor Osimhen wants 220 gross. Okay, you're taking 325 off of your wage bill. You're still saving 100,000 on your wage bill by getting it. You know what, CP? You know what, CP? I think you're right. I think you're right, bro. I think you're right in the end, bro. I straight up, I think you're right. I think this is 100%. I think it's the agent fees that we don't want to pay. Welcome to the show, JBs. That's what the whole tin hat theory has been about. That's the entire tin hat theory in a nutshell. We've been sitting here for a while. For the last 4 months, we're sitting here. I've been sitting here saying Chelsea's just playing their cards with this deal. That's all I've been saying. All since the beginning of summer, since I started this channel. Pretty much. That's all I've been saying. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we are like 32 away from 300. So if you guys if there's 35 of you in here, if I can get 5 new subscribers today, that'd be fantastic. Like I said, we're trying to get to 1,000 by Christmas. That's the goal. 1,000 by Christmas. 1,000 by Christmas. Okay, that's the idea. That's the goal. If you can subscribe, that'd be fantastic. But I've been saying, Ronnie, I mean, to be honest with you guys, I have a little bit of a bias on this player. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's been my favorite striker to watch for the last 3 years. I miss aerial dominance, bro. That's what I miss. Is that wrong of me to ask? Is that wrong of me to ask? I want somebody that we could cross the ball to, and he going to beat his man. We got Reese fucking James. You know what I'm saying? We got Cole Palmer. We got wingers. Like, as much as we hate Mudryk, if we had a striker who could head the ball, I think Mudryk would have had probably 5 to 7 assists this year. I think his crossing ability is underrated, and I think it should be utilized a bit more. But as you see at the bottom, I got faith in skinhead Mudryk, as you see it in the bottom. I mean, JK, we don't need to go there. We don't need to go there, bro. And to be honest, I told you that I'd be totally fine with Tony. So I don't really care. Like, I just want someone with aerial dominance, bro. Like straight up, like that's. I want someone who's capable aerially to pretty much ruin the game. We had a low block. We hitting crosses in if we hitting crosses in, and there's someone in there at all times that's gonna create absolute havoc. Like that's the type of shit that I miss, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That to me, I miss that. Yeah, I don't know if what I said that was pause worthy there, but here we are. Yeah, like this is like this deal, for me, the striker deal is so important to me. Like it's such an important deal. Like my biggest problem is this, okay? If they wanted to go cheap with the striker, I'd be totally fine with it. If they wanted to spend 40 million on another striker, I'd be totally fine with it. If you told me that they ended up getting Meridian for 40 million, I would have been okay with it. But for the number that Atletico Madrid want for Meridian, which I could pull up on Capology, just his release clause, right? Like I'll just pull this up real quick. Just look at this release clause. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's nuts. Like, what? Like, what? That's nuts. Like, so they're going to want something close to it. Like, they're not going to, I know maybe they don't get, like, to that number. But they have to get something close to it. I mean, he's going to Napoli regardless. Eventually, he's going to Napoli. I just don't know. I don't know how Napoli's going to pay for him without getting rid of Victor, because they already spent like 70 or 80 million on center backs. They still need to get fullbacks. They're going to get Spinazzola for free, but they need to get at least 2 more. Like, they got shit to take. Like they have to sell this guy. He might as well just go to Saudi at that. Victor might as well just go to Saudi if he's not going to take a deal from us. If they're not going to take the money from us. Tony is a good deal. I don't know about 70 million, but Tony is a good deal between 50 and 60. He is a pretty good deal. Who? 13 or 14 million. That's what 14 million is what PSG offered him. And that's 270 a week, if I'm not mistaken. I think 50 or 60 is not a bad. Between 50 or 60 is not a bad deal for Tony. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah, PSG offered him 14 million a year. Adam. So even at 14, that's still 50,000 a week difference between what we pay Lukaku right now and what we would pay Victor. That's still 50,000 pound. That's still 50,000 pound euro difference. Yeah, that makes sense. That number makes sense. I mean, Tony, like everybody wants Tony. Man, you, Tottenham, like everybody wants Tony. Like I don't know what's good with Tony, to be honest. I wonder if they wanted if Brentford would want like. But I just want if you're gonna go get me a guy, just don't spend if you're gonna go get me a striker who's young, don't spend 70 million on him. That's all I'm saying. Okay, because that's what this guy's gonna cost. All right, like there's no point. It's like I wish I knew what Guy Perez was saying at this current moment, son. Like what's the scoop on him? What are they saying for Guy Perez? Because Team Talk saying Arsenal want to put a bid in for him. I mean, I doubt it because he has an 86 million. Pretty much, it's 100 million euro release clause. And you know how these Portuguese clubs be acting. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They better be really ready to pay 100 million for him because that's the type of money that Sporting are going to want for him. Like no matter what, like they like he just can't. The difference between Guy Perez and Osimhen is Guy Perez just came off of a 40-goal season. That's the difference. Like Guy Perez, yeah. They have Musa. He has a 120 million euro release clause. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I always said I always knew that this release like ADL was going to be a dickhead about this situation, but I didn't think he would be that much of a dickhead. You know, like I didn't think he would sit there and say, "Oh, I'm not taking any money now, and I'm just going to keep him on the team." Like I just want like I just that's like the one team that I just hate doing business with. Them and Benfica now are like the two Benfica and Brighton. Those are the three teams I just got despise doing business with it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? Kishian, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm fucking saying, bro. Bro, like how you got Conte going up on camera saying, "Yup, Victor Osimhen is going to be leaving." Like he on camera saying, "Yup, Victor Osimhen going to be leaving." And then ADL like, "Yeah, let's get this done. Yeah, let's get this done." And he goes to PSG because he knows PSG is the richest club out there. He goes, "Yeah, you guys ready to pay that 120?" And PSG's like, "Nah. Here's 90 and Kangin Lee." Y'all got the 90 though? Up front? Nah, we don't got the 90 at all. Actually, I got to sell one of my guys for me to get the 90. So for me to even make this deal happen, one of my guys got to be sold. Let's pull up something quickly. Let's pull something up real quick. Who the fuck is buying Randall Cole Milani? And why would Randall Cole Milani want to leave when he's getting paid $250 a week? Does anyone got any answers for me? Because fuck if I know. Straight up. At least Goncalo Ramos is $105K a week. Shit, if they told us Goncalo Ramos for $40 million, shit, I'd take that. Cole, I'm saying, Star Slayer. Kishin, what have I been saying? Bro, 300. He sued us for $2 million. For some, I don't even remember what it was for. Conte. He's ruthless. He's not going to give a fuck what ADL says. He's going to want his fucking players, bro. He's going to want his players. Nah, Benz, I'll take him for $40 million. I'm not fronting. I'll take him for $40 million. He gives us something different. At least Jackson starts, and then I got Goncalo Ramos coming off the bench. I'm straight. Big up Solomon. Big up Solomon. Big up. It's like, I'm actually extremely interested. I'm not gonna front. I'm extremely interested. Like, I think, oh, you know what? We should, you know what, Star Slayer? This does bring another subject that I wanted to speak about, actually. I wanted to bring up how much I like what I've seen from watching more tape from KDH. I wish I could pull up the tape and like just explain it. You know how it is with YouTube. But but I wish I could go pull up the tape and explain it for you guys. But KDH is like one of those midfielders that are kind of like, in my opinion, underrated for what he does. Bro, I don't know who the fuck the first person is. Bro, I have no idea who the hell who the first person is. Where does he play currently? And just because he's going to Girona doesn't mean he's going to be a good player. I have no idea what Girona's plan is with fucking Donny Van de Beek. I mean, is he being discussed if we're looking for a new keeper, Star Slayer? Like, I guess that's the real question. Is you know what I'm saying? Is he really? And it's Wrexham. Like, we should be able to smack them. We smacked them when we had a Pacha system. Yo, Billy, I'm telling you, bro. He's the kind of midfielder that you just love to play with. Okay, like I like he's one of them midfielders that wants to play on the 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give it to you and I'm gonna run and get it back to me because we're gonna move. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, those type of players keep the pace of the game moving quickly. He's one of them players that he's gonna try to make quick decisions, and and those quick decisions are what keep low blocks on their toes. You make quick decisions, you make fast-paced passes, and those are the types of things that are gonna keep low blocks on their toes. Like these, I enjoy Let me bring up some stats too, because he had some. I mean, I know it's against championship opposition, right? But he is very impressive, man. Really impressive. Like, I was like, to be honest, like I did not expect it to be this impressive though. Like, so here are the goal involvement, which is impressive, right? But he's taking quite a lot of shots for a midfielder too, which like conversion rate at a decent rate. Like, obviously he like was the best player in that league, so he had high assists. But like key passes, crosses, which means he'll overlap the winger because we have inverted fullbacks, so he's fine overlapping and getting crosses in. Like, guys, this is a look at the dribbles, the successful dribbles, regardless if that's in the championship. That's a really good rate. Like, that's still really good. So he's not, but he's more of an like an offensive guy, but he covers. There's another stat that I don't know if I can find it on this one. I don't think it has it on this one. So Conor Gallagher covered 13.1 meters per match per 90, and this guy covered 12.5 meters per 90. So what's the chat saying? Nah, Bence is dope. He got good ball knowledge. He does have good ball knowledge. But some of the players, they're just not ready yet. They're just not. I'm just plain simple. Bro, I agree with this, though. That's my problem with them not – I mean, them getting – not get – I think the goalkeeper is inevitable, guys, like, especially with the way that the links are. The fact that we don't have any striker links kind of worries me because the way that Jackson's already injured this year. Like, he's already injured at this current moment. Okay, I'll take a look. Benz, just hit me up on Twitter because I'm going to forget the name. The name's too wild for me to remember. Yeah, that's all preseason should be. And nobody should take preseason seriously. We should win, and we should have a style of play. Those are the only two things that should matter. We have a style of play, we progress the ball well, and we can see patterns of play. That's the only thing that matters. Okay? It's not necessarily shit. A lot of our big guns aren't even at the club at the training. I think I saw Caicedo. He did make it back to training though today. Yeah, that but Musa, that's not just our club is the thing. People we're just the ones that are doing it most because we have the smallest revenue coming from our stadium. That's just the unfortunate nature of that's the reality of it. Yeah, like imagine a version of Gallagher that's good at football. He's good on the ball. Gallagher's not bad at football. He's just bad on the ball. And when you're going to play possession-based football, you don't need a player that's bad on the ball. Like, that just ruins your style of play. I mean, Star Slayer, first game, right? give him. I know that we have like really high expectations, and like top 4 in a trophy have to be something that is has to be some a top 4 at least has to be something that we get, like at minimum, in my opinion. The trophy is something that he should be competing for, right? And when it comes to a trophy, I almost expect that European trophy. Like, I expect it. And I don't know if that's me being entitled, but the way that our club and the amount of players that we have, like, I expect it. Benz, don't ask me to say those players' names. Yeah, exactly, exactly, JK. That's it. You know, Star Slayer, I feel you though. You know, you have to have like that type of an opinion too. Like, I don't mind people having that type of an opinion at this current moment, because the transfer window has been slow. There's nothing that really give you like too much excitement. I agree, Musa. Yeah, exactly. You know, and you know, we don't have to see them playing 90s either. That's the other thing. We have to kind of make sure that the players that we have are fit. And I think Lavia is going to play a lot of time. I do. I think Lavia is going to be a big part of this team this year. Bro, you're telling me that's the thing that pisses me off more than anything, when the ball moves too slowly. That's the thing that makes me the most aggravated. I'll just sit here and saying, yelling at Thiago Silva because he's not moving the ball quick enough, even though it's not probably his fault. But yeah, you know what though, Musa, about about Maresca, like, just so some people have an idea of what I think of Maresca, is like I really want him to impose his style of play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to run away from it. I want you to impose it. So as long as you do that, I'm going to back you. As long as you stick to your guns, okay? Because you know, within reason, right? You don't do all the way to Ange Postacoglu, where when he's 10 men down, 2 man down, he go still playing a high line. But within reason, I want you to stick to your guns the way that Ange Postacoglu did with this style of play. Like, that is something that I need from you this year, so we can get some consistency. Like, I want consistency in this club, because with the players that we have, I think the consistency of the style of play and the instructions that are being given are going to be just a benefit to all the players that we have on the pitch. Not including, you know, at the bottom, you know, that banner that's going across the head. Skinhead Mudryk, he's on a mission this year. We're supporting Skinhead Mudryk this year. He cut the hair off. He cut the I don't want to even say it. Let's move on. You know, Kishian, this might be a good point, bro. I didn't even I don't know if he said this. Maybe you're right. He did say this, and someone can send me over a link. But maybe you're right, bro. No kidding. City's down 1-0. You know what I'm saying, Star Slayer? You got to go into Lavia. You got to go into the season looking at Lavia, and Nkuku as brand new players that we got, because we didn't even get to see them last year. You know what I'm saying? Bro, anytime Nkunku plays football from like the last 2.5 years, 3 years, I've watched. I've missed very few Christopher Nkunku games over the last. I am one of his biggest freaking fans. I need him to cook this year. I am one of the biggest supporters of Christopher Nkunku. And if he ends up the striker for our team, I'll question Enzo Maresca, but I know he can do the job. I just, my preferred kind of striker, as you guys know, is a striker that's going to be aerially dominant. And that's just preference. Yeah. And I'm excited for it because Malo can drive the ball and he's so good on the ball and he'll have more space to be on the ball in the midfield. I think he's going to be fantastic at it. I mean, yeah, he hurt us this year though, Star Slayer, unfortunately. Yeah, bro, 300, son. 2 games in? Bro, 2 games in? Game 1. Game 1. Game 1. He played Liverpool like a bitch. Game 1. He played Liverpool like a bitch, bro. 5 in the back after playing this inverted fullback with like people going up the pitch and fucking Ian Maatson playing 4 different positions. Like, Mudryk, bro. Skinhead Mudryk, 20-goal season. Son, Skinhead Mudryk, 20-goal season. Fuck you, Adam. That's why. Fuck you, Adam. Oh my god! All right, we're at an hour, guys. We got a half hour before the press conference. Do you guys have anything you want to talk about? Otherwise, I'm just gonna go live after the press conference. Of course, Musa. Of course. I mean, I've been saying they're good enough to be top 4 since last year. We were only 5 points off the top 4 last year. So, like, with a proper manager setup, I think that we would get top 4 personally. Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't mind Carney starting, but it was the back 5 that really aggravated me. Who knows, though? Star Slayer. Hopefully, like, one can hope. In the end, one can hope. Like, I just hope. He is like 6'2" as well. For a young kid, for 18-year-old, that is quite the height. You probably still even grow from there at 18. I just don't know. I want to watch him. I'm just excited to watch him. I'm excited to be able to see who we got, like KDH. I'm excited to see Maresca's system. Excited to see Lavia. Oh, I'm so excited to watch Lavia play, bro. Bro, do you guys remember the goal he scored against us when he was at Southampton? And how he made Jorginho his bitch for 90 minutes? And we got beat by Southampton. Yo, I thought he was 6'2", Bents, not 6'4". Yeah, you know what? If you're hating, tough luck. I've already smoked 2 joints. This one I'm saying, dog. This one, Fofana? Bro, Fofana? Bless his knees. God bless his knees, bro. Bless his knees. Someone bless his knees, bro. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're saying you can hold that because you're 6'4". Benz, you still don't look 6'4". Every time I've ever seen you on camera, you don't look 6'4". But I think it might be your glasses that don't make you look 6'4". Yo, KDH, this tomorrow's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go live I'm gonna be on Lewis's stream tomorrow. We'll go live afterwards. For like a little bit of a reaction if Lewis doesn't stay up all night like he normally does. This guy just is a maniac and stays up all night. But I'm actually kind of excited for that because I'm going to be like that when I go to London because my time clock is like 8-9 hour difference between here and London. So like I'm going to be awake at this time when you guys like all you night owls that you are going to be. I'm going to be awake. Shit. Yo, Jojo, I don't know if I'll get flagged for putting the press conference on the channel. I don't know if I'll get flagged. Maybe I should just do it and say fuck it since I'm not monetized yet. Like, what are you guys saying? Should I just put the press conference on the channel and we just watch it together on here and say fuck it? Because I'm not monetized yet. Like, what can they actually do to me? Yeah, you want to do that? All right. What time is it at this exact moment? All right. We'll do that shit. I know, Solomon, but we could just sit here and watch it together. I think it's on YouTube, to be honest, live on YouTube. Let me see. Yep, it's right here. Here. There doesn't seem to be any trolls in the chat, so I'm just going to drop the link in the chat. There's a StreamYard link. No, we'll just do it. Rust in peace. You just make sure you go to Lewis's stream tomorrow and look out for the Discord. I'll have the game in the Discord tomorrow for you because it's on ESPN Plus. Yeah, it's in 25 minutes. Yeah, it's on YouTube at this current moment, so. And once again, I'm not monetized, so what are they going to do? Take away my monetization? Yeah, we got it on YouTube. We'll throw it up here in a bit. We're 23 minutes away. Here, let me just throw it up on screen. Do you guys fuck with getting another Italian manager? Because I kind of fuck with it. I'm not going to lie. You fucking with it or fuck out of here? You fucking with it or fuck out of here? What's good, man?
How about you, Joe? Not bad, not bad. Yourself?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Should be interesting,
JK. Yeah, I just want to hear what he has to say, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you know for a fact they're gonna ask him about Enzo within the first 2 questions.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
If you know what that's from, if you know what that's from, you are one of my favorite people, by the way. What's up, JK?
Not much. You.
Oh, not much. We got the night owls in the house.
You are fucking loud in my ear. Ow.
I was about to type in "stop yelling" in John B's style of writing, but
Who, me?
yeah.
You are loud, my dude.
Oh, let me put my microphone for
No, before when you were yelling and stuff, that was funny. Well, not
yeah.
yelling, but like, raising your voice and what.
Yeah. I'm from New York. That's normal.
No, I'm used to it. Yeah.
You can't help it. It's natural.
That's not my first time hearing that.
Plus it's hot, is it?
Night Owl Nation. Where's Adam?
I mean, yeah, it is 2808 right now, so I'm used to it.
It's what time?
What was that?
What did you say? What time is it for you?
It's 2 minutes. It's 8 minutes past 2 in the morning where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
I thought you were
it's gonna start in 20 minutes.
20 minutes, huh? All right.
Vince, you might have an issue there, brother.
It is an issue.
That might be
He
an
hasn't
issue, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bloody the Euros and the Copa real fucked me up. especially when I was in Australia back then. That shit was just peak.
Fucking Lee Gunner yesterday was on Staffy's stream for like 8 hours, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I think I
sitting
heard
there,
that.
bro. They started the stream like 4 p.m. my time, right? 4 p.m. my time. They didn't end the stream. I went to bed at like 10 p.m. and they were still fucking going.
Ugh.
He makes money, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was on Staffy's stream.
Yeah, I know, but he makes some serious fucking money.
Yeah, bro. He has 100K on one channel and 30K on another. He's doing all right for himself.
Yeah, he really is.
There's one bad thing about him, though. He likes Johnny Minerals.
Yeah, he's cool with Johnny Minerals. I guess everyone has their own sort of like relationship with Johnny Minerals. Some either really like him, others just really don't get him.
Bro, they're the same age. That's why.
He acts like a headhunter when he's just a ponce in a fucking Stone Island jacket.
Just football's dead, bro. That's the main point that he always says is football's dead. Him and Rance always say this point. That's why I watch that stream their combo stream together all the time, is because the days that I was watching football, when like R9 was around,
yeah,
there's no player in world football to this day that could even touch his shoelaces.
Nope.
That can even touch his shoelaces.
That's the thing. Kids born in like after
Could you
2008
imagine?
shit. Yeah. The players they're looking up to right now don't compare.
Could you imagine what Ronaldinho would cost right now in today's market?
Yeah, that's peak.
They would hand the keys to the team over to him.
I mean, if Neymar went for what, 200 and something million to PSG, then add an extra 100 on top of that.
100 million,
pay for Ronaldo, yeah. Ronaldinho, yeah.
That's an extra 150.
I think it was in
me
euros.
too, bro.
What PSG paid.
See, first time I ever really got into football was 2002 World Cup.
I saw him in '98 against France. But he wasn't obviously.
I wasn't.
Yeah, he was
super into it in '98.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, he was playing with an injury and whatnot. Yeah, It was really the 02 Korea World Cup.
It.
Yeah,
I wasn't super into it. I watched the final 4 or 5 games. My dad's been a Brazil fan since the since the 80s.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it was, Suleiman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, he only burst into the scene like in Korea, like around Korea time. That was with Kaká as well. Like all them coming through. That's when they started.
Oh, Kaká.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what a 10 should look like.
Yeah, facts.
The perfect 10.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was like 10. In between a 10 and a centre forward. Yeah. Almost like a 9.5.
Nathan, go for it.
What was it? Oh God, yeah, that's a long. See, I only discovered Lewis's stream post quarantine and all that when obviously everything went to shit. So it was, yeah. Wow, damn. What was the context of the stream? I'm trying to think now.
Mine was the beginning of quarantine.
Yeah, so mine was shortly after that. Because I remember seeing you on Man Knows Football Goonie. I remember I was watching an episode of him. I saw you on there, and then it was like maybe 2 streams later you appeared on Lewis's channel. So I think it was like maybe around there. That's when I discovered Lewis's channel.
Oh no shit! That's actually hilarious. That's like the first time I met Lewis. Actually, was that stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I got into his panel was because me and Lewis hooked up after.
See, I remember like trying to get on the panel where there was the Crystal Palace game at Selhurst Park. I remember super chatting, and my Twitter wasn't verified at the time, and I couldn't DM Lewis, so I was like stuck for like a week till Twitter sorted their shit out to verify me. But that was around the same time Ben's actually joined as well. I remember Ben sent a super chat on the same stream, and then he went straight on the panel, and then it was like maybe a week later. That's when I ended up on it.
Yeah, it seems like the panel has refreshed itself over the years.
Yeah, like obviously I remember. Obviously, I wasn't there when Johnny Minerals obviously first started on the channel. And whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing clips, like was playing clips of when he was.
Oh yeah, I saw all the clips on Twitter. All the clips on Twitter of that guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
I was an admin for Matisse's chat for like 2.5, 3 years before COVID.
Damn.
Yeah, like I'm still an admin. I went and checked the other day.
Oh, nice.
I haven't gone into
see. I would just watch like the videos of Matisse, not like the live streams. I know like he'd do like a couple of games. Now he's sort of ramped up his live streams to like matches and whatnot. But
it's mostly matches for his live streams. It's not anything else.
Yeah. I only just really watched his short form content for like the last 3 years. Really. Same with as funny as it sounds, Eunice as well. Like I really saw his villain arc, if you will, transpire like after the last 2 years. Like I saw him switch, like his mentality and whatnot. But I can really tell.
There's so many good moments over the last like 2 years of being part of Lewis's stream. So
it really has.
Like so many good moments. Like
man, that Mason Mount leaving party and shit. Oh my days.
Yeah, the transformation is what you mean, Vince. The transformation.
See, I watch a bit of George Benson. Yeah, I don't mind him, to be honest. I know he's not maybe for everyone, but he's sort of like that strikes a chord between like optimism and a little bit of pessimism. A little bit like maybe more leans on the former than the latter. But
you know what it is for me, bro? I grew up in the inner city. Okay.
Yep.
So
this is in New York, right?
Yep. I grew up in the inner city. So I'm not about to sit here and listen to some bougie little fuck from London.
I hear it.
That's just the truth. Same thing goes for Rory. He has
Rory.
He has like the most punchable face in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's the deliberate use of the words that he uses to try and make himself sound like he's like not even proper, like it's
that's
just
a good ass way of putting it. That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Like a pompous prick. That's probably the only way I can phrase it right now, but But my God, some of the words the way he deliberately structures his sentence, yeah, it really does trigger people.
Yeah, I thought, you know what was funny? When Daniel put his face on camera, like for the first time in a long time, and all of us were like, who the fuck was that guy? Do you remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't put his face on camera ever since. And I love Daniel. That's my guy, son. I freaking love Daniel. Big up, Diego. We big up Diego. I can't believe we extended this stream all the way to this fucking thing. Hour and a half.
Yeah.
But we good at this now. At this point, we good at this for after the fucking Copa debauchery we had the other day.
100%.
We got
That's the thing.
fucking good at this shit now.
That's the thing. If you got a panel that sort of meshed together, yeah, like personality-wise for the most part. Of course, we're gonna have disagreements every now and then, but if it meshes, you can just have a conversation for like 3-4 hours,
Yeah.
like it's nothing. Like
That's why I always like when you and Mike specifically come on, because you two and Melon too. Melon's good for the channel. I enjoy. Actually, I didn't send nothing to Melon. Word?
Peace up.
Word?
Really?
Jacob, clip that shit for me, bro. Clip that shit for me. Like, clip it right now for me and send it, bro. Clip that shit. Like, straight up, I want to see it. I want to see it. Yo, how is he gonna use me in a clip when he don't even want me on his channel?
Ugh.
And that's on me because I called him out on some shit that I probably shouldn't have said, and I apologize for what I said. But still, like, how you gonna use me, bro? No way, son. No way. Yo,
Right,
chat. Can someone go verify that for me?
At 300, I missed all of them, like 90 Min Football and Cheeky Sport. I did catch a couple of clips AFTV. That was gold. Basically, every person they interviewed just basically raging at the football club.
The thing is I've been a Barstool Sports fan for a very long time.
Oh, true.
Okay, so when I heard they brought Expressions and Troops on board, I enjoyed that era of Barstool Sports like tremendously. Like my best friend out here, I met through Barstool Sports in Twitter. Like my best friend that lives out here literally worked for Barstool. So like now it's just that's how I got into the whole YouTube Twitter thing, the YouTube football thing for it was because of Troops. And I was even watching Troops before he got there too. Just because Arsenal was losing all the time and I would see the reaction videos. And he would be like hysterically he would be hysterical, bro. It'd be so much fun to watch.
Oh, 100%. I saw a couple of clips of Troops, yeah. I think even one clip that Lee Gunner was on back then as well. I remember seeing him on AFTV.
That's why, in my opinion, there's 3 GOATs in this game. It doesn't matter what you say to me. It's rants, it's Expressions, and it's Troops. Those are the 3 GOATs in the game.
Yep.
And Lee Gunner beats them with hard work. That's how that's the difference. That's what Lee Gunner beats them with hard work. So
yeah, that is true. Like for Gooners, like they're the most likable, and I'll throw even Northside into that conversation as well, since like I've watched a bit more of his content and all that since he came on YouTube. Like those 3, like for Gooners, I can tolerate their content for sure. Actually, like seem like good people.
I love how he uses a clip of me for something, and that's still true. What's wrong with what I said? Let me see this. I'm gonna actually pull this up now.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, huh? Oh,
How
Husam's
soon
agenda is
ago?
ridiculous.
I don't care. I don't care about his agenda. He's just doing this thing.
Oh no, it's just funny because like you can just really tell he's struggling to be objective. Like I don't even think he has it in him to be objective when talking about Chelsea. Like,
so
he
what
just can't.
stream should I look up, guys? Look, what
You
stream
really
should I
can't.
look up to find this thing?
It's
David,
late.
David, and then what stream should I look up to find this?
Starsley, I think it's probably because they've got majority of their squad from last couple of seasons, and apparently because Schlott winning the Dutch league automatically puts him ahead of Maresca because apparently the Dutch league is better than the Championship. So I think that really stems from where Liverpool being like still favourites, quote unquote, to be top four again, but a shoe in for top four. But I'm not buying it. But hey, that's just me. I think they'll be up there, but I don't think it's as guaranteed as everyone's making it out to be. They're saying it's the last stream that Hussam uploaded.
Yeah, he's a good troll. Yo, he's a good troll, son. He's a good troll, bro. I must say, I found it 300. I found it. He's a good troll, bro. Like that's a good ass troll. Like I ain't gonna front. That's a good troll. I do gotta say though, I gotta message him now though. Like on a serious level, like message him. I don't know if he's still on Twitter though. I don't think that that's the case. I might have to message Lewis to message Hussam. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I don't think he's on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, I think he uses WhatsApp primarily. Yeah.
Yeah, I have WhatsApp. I don't have his WhatsApp, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna just message Lewis quick. All right, we are 3 minutes away from the. Yeah, I mean, the whole waffle session, like panel, like to me, like I would rather have, like, and you see me on, if you guys see me on Never a Foul, because I'm on Never a Foul quite a bit nowadays. But when you see me on Never a Foul, you see that my conversations are different than the conversations that Don and Ches have. Like Don and Ches have like the let me cook Liverpool, let me cook Arsenal, let me cook everybody, and let me big up Chelsea. Where I'm like, all right, well, like Chelsea didn't do that much to big up. I'd at least big up I'll at least big up Man Man U for the Euro signing and the Xerxes signing, because I do think that those are two good signings. And then I'll big up Man City for Stavio signing. But other than that, I don't rate Calafiori. I never did rate Calafiori. You can even ask Nathan. Wow, have I ever rated Calafiori?
Nope.
Like I'm on record of being a hater, but if he came to my club or if he went to your club, you know, like I'm a hater. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he should have been, you know.
That's the thing. It's one of those situations where,
when
like,
it's me and Jimmy. I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
Yaka Vili. Who the fuck is this guy?
That's the thing, Joey. Have you noticed that, right? Like when a certain player is linked to a certain club, obviously their fan base will gas him up, and as soon as he goes to a rival club, then they suddenly switch it up. Like, nah, this guy's shit. Never want him in the first place.
Yeah, but that's how people put me in that category though, and I'm just totally not like that.
Nah, that's true.
I'm not. Like I said, Euro was a good signing for whoever if Manchester United got it, if we got him, if Liverpool got him, I always said he was a good signing.
Here's the thing, like
Calafiori, I said he was a bum. I thought he was a bum. I thought if you're gonna buy him, you're gonna buy him to play center back. Yeah. And even if you haven't played center back, I had worries about his strength. That was my thing. Okay, that was my thing. If you're going to have him play left back, he's going to get cooked by direct wingers all season. I promise you, Nathan, he's going to get cooked by wingers all season if he's playing left back. I promise you, bro. I promise you, bro. I promise you.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah.
He's going to get cooked by wingers all season. All season if he's going to be playing left back. There's a reason why out of the 30 games that he played at Bologna, 38, 39 plus games that he played at Bologna this last year, that he only played 6 to 8, I think it was 8 of them at left back.
Well,
there's a reason. He hasn't played left back since he was at the academy.
And these men are willing to like experiment with him playing at left back in a Premier League season, like
experiment and spend almost 50 million on the guy. Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna get a baptism of fire. I can call it now.
You go and you buy Diego, right? He's 12, 15 million, 18 million, whatever you want to say. He's no more than 20.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's no more than 20. In the end, he's backing up the best left back in Europe.
Yeah.
In the end, it does not matter to me. He's backing up the best left back in Europe who proved it this year.
Here's my feelings on Cucurella, right? Like, not even just going off the Euros and how well he performed there. I remember this guy playing in Spain after Barcelona let him go, yeah? Like, the guy was talented. You could tell, like, he was quick. Like, he was actually quite rapid, like, for a fullback. But he was a good attacking fullback. It's just obviously when he came to Brighton, obviously new league, he struggled a little bit at the start, got good. Then came to us, struggled again. And people are already like, nah, this guy's washed. Get rid of him. He's shit. And yet we're just willing to give unlimited time to Ben Chilwell to come good when like he had maybe an even less period of time than Cucurella did in Spain, where he was playing well for Leicester. That don't make sense. But that's how fickle fans can be, right?
Cucurella had an injury.
Yeah.
Cucurella got injured, came back. He had surgery, came back before Ben Chilwell did still. Like, they had an injury around, like, Cucurella had an injury before Ben Chilwell. No.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they were around the same time.
Oh, same time even, yeah.
Bro, we just can't try. Like, if Ben Chilwell could play and he could play 30 games, then sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But what I saw, he was playing left center back, in that image that you brought up.
I didn't bring up.
I think Ahmed brought it up, maybe. Yeah.
Ahmed.
Yeah, left center back.
Let me pull up those images real quick.
I mean, it somewhat makes sense, I suppose, because you're not relying on his pace from left centre back. He obviously, well, I know he's got to obviously tuck in. That's why you would end up in left centre back position. But then you got to focus on your positioning, really. But yeah, look, he's got two players ready to take his position in Cucurella, who should be starting ahead of him regardless. But then you got Vega as well, who could also play there. So, hey, either way, Ben Shaw's got to step up or ship out, one or the other.
Yep, exactly.
Now, that's how it is. Like I was watching rants last night with Lewis, right? And to his credit, he said, he's like, you men are moving ruthlessly. Yeah, it's like it don't matter like what players have done what for the club. He's like, you're not good enough, just get rid. You know what I mean? Just get rid. We don't have time to be sentimental with some of these players.
Right? Rest in peace. Those were dark fucking times.
I feel like Disassi's in a similar position to Chilwell in terms of the slander that he's getting. Like, I know he wasn't great. I just personally don't know how much better Disassi can be. Like, I think Bediashile has a higher ceiling than Disassi's. Obviously, he's younger than Disassi is as well. But I don't know. You think a 26-year-old would be?
I think that you have to. I think you have to wait with Disassi, man. Like that's just you have too much. Yeah, how many times, Nathan, have we seen a player play for one season and look shit within the first season they've came in, and then the next following season they end up being world beaters?
100%. And you just read my mind because I was literally just about to say, considering what Poch did to these players, like with not teaching them any tactics and focusing on positioning and whatnot.
Not for nothing. If you look at the honest, I'm gonna get to that here in a second, bro. I'm the bit. If you don't know, follow me on Twitter because every morning I cook people for fun.
Yeah,
I literally cook people for fun. I go around my hysteria is a hobby, bro. In England, hysteria is a hobby, bro.
Especially when you're an opposition supporter as well. Definitely. Like I wouldn't say it's difficult, but like it's tense when you're in certain people's chats and you just see everyone just spamming like Chelsea are done out, they're finished, they're washed, these men are shit, this and that. I'm like, what, because of one season under Poch now suddenly we're done out? Like, is that how it is now? Okay, cool. It's like, all right, I got receipts for you, man.
Yeah, unless Disassi's fifth choice center back, bro.
Yeah.
Fifth choice. Chalobah would be sixth choice center back.
Yeah, Chalobah's most likely going. See, Wesley Fofana ideally should. I'm probably guessing it'll be Tosin and Colwill starting for us. I'm guessing.
So you want to know, Solomon? You want to know something funny? Mons is only like that. Mons is only like the way that he is with Don and Ches. If it's Mons with me, and I do a lot of streams with Mons. I stream on his channel, and I do Never a Foul. Like, I do a good amount of streams with Mons. He's a different person. Because there's a level of humility that I have with our team at this current moment that Don and Ches just don't have in the end. Like, I do agree that I think that our players are still good enough for top 10 or top 4. But I also don't agree to dissuade the way that I don't agree with Don and Ches the way that they talk about Liverpool. And the way, because I don't, not that I don't, that I believe or don't believe in Arne Slot. Yeah, I know, Adam. I'll get to that here in a second. I thought that was hilarious. Not that I believe or don't. Oh, they pushed it back another 40 minutes.
Oh, of course.
Not that I don't believe or don't believe on Arne Slot. Yeah, I know, CP. I just said that. Sorry. But I believe their core is still there. So it's like
Like, even if it's more of like a Chelsea situation from back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they replaced their manager, but our core was still there. Like, we still had the core, so even if you do change your manager, you'll still be respectable. You know what I'm saying, Nathan?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Like, it doesn't matter how good Arne Slot is. They still have
No.
Allison, Van Dijk, Salah. Like, as long as those three are around, they'll still be in the top 6 range, no matter what. No matter how bad Arne Slot is, they'll still be in top 6 range.
Yeah.
So if Arne Slot can get a bit out of Gakpo and a bit out of Nunez and a bit out of McAllister, Szoboszlai. If he plays maybe he plays Szoboszlai further up in the midfield, like where he normally is.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like, it's a waste of my time, bro. Reading comments on that stream, Jacob.
Because here's the thing, right?
Really
Like,
waste of time.
most of us
reading this right here is a waste of time.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. Let me just go back quick because there was a couple things. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen this, it is comical. Wow. Go look at Alex Goldberg's Twitter, and anytime and he retweets a Carlito tweet, and the dialogue in that tweet, Nathan, bro, absolute comedy. Had me I had this really big sale today, and like after the sale I went out back into my patio and I smoked a joint, and I was just like going through Twitter and I saw this shit. Bro, I was dying, dog. I was dying. Like, that shit. Oh. Yeah, and that's why I like Carlito and I don't like Carlito. It's the same reason Adam does too. He's so entertaining on Twitter, like what he does on Twitter, if you like understand what he's trying to do to rile people up. Like, his takes are so bad. Like, he has so many bad takes. So many bad takes to the point where even his good takes, he makes them bad. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. He takes it to a whole like level that it just doesn't need to be taken to. And then I'm just sitting here like, bro, why do I have to be friends with you? Like, I am friends with you, but why do I have to be friends with you? He's like dope. He's actually he's actually really cool to talk to after like getting to know him and stuff. Yeah, I saw this. That's crazy. 3-1 to Celtic today. I really wonder who played in that game. Let's go and actually quickly take a look since we have the time. It is currently halftime in the Man City game, and they're down 3-1. Who is this guy?
Wow.
24-year-old forward from Germany. Oh, he played in Austria. Oh, Bayern 2 player. Old Ajax, old Leipzig. He's a highly rated youngster. Failed wonder kid. Those are all really highly rated academies. Like, every single academy that kid went to. Really highly rated. So they got a bunch of kids out there. And the back line, O'Reilly. They brought James McAtee and then Erling Haaland. Jack Grealish. And the best player on the pitch is probably Oscar Bob, because Jack Grealish and Erling Haaland don't fit in this system, in my opinion.
Nope.
But they work. They work. And you're talking about like a lot of first teamers for Celtic, like a lot of first teamers, like Maeda, Furuhashi, McGregor, and O'Reilly. Those are first teamers. They got Kasper Schmeichel in goal. It's a good amount of first teamers that I at least know of.
Yeah.
They don't got Kobayashi out there though. I got Kobayashi. Yeah, I think Sobozo is gonna play the 10, son.
Yeah, I think so too.
At 300, that is good life decisions. That's good life decisions. Carlito's Twitter is Blue Co Project Podcast.
So I'm guessing he primarily runs the account, right, Carlito?
CNAC, the game's tomorrow, brother. Game's tomorrow, brother.
Yeah,
Game's tomorrow. Oh, you're gonna put the City game on?
Ah, maybe that.
Maybe that, yeah. Yo, I'm gonna pull up a Cook session tweets, my Cook session tweets from this morning. Because Lorenz is like a frequent flyer on my Cook session tweets. He's just a frequent flyer at this point, bro. Look at this. All right. So this shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Can someone tell me why this makes sense? How does any of that make sense? Why would Levi Colwell be one of the players that would want to leave Chelsea from all the shit that's happening at Chelsea? Did someone make sense of that?
They're talking the same thing about Cole Palmer as well. That's the same rhetoric. Those two, like our best players. Yeah, like that's apparently that's the thing that's come around. Yeah. Well, they're gonna ask to leave.
This happens all the time too. After I start to this happens all the time too.
Yeah, hysteria is a hobby.
Yep, hysteria is a hobby, my friend. Remember it.
But do people understand that, like, when you got a contract?
Shit pissed me the fuck off, son. You are a journalist, son. Fucking educate these people, okay? Why do they have to flip these people for profit? Why? Why do they have to do it? Tell them why. Tell them, Nathan, tell me why they have to flip these players for profit. How many times have I brought it up? Tell them why.
These people think what PSR in the thing, right? Like, obviously, if these players ain't gonna make it, of course it's pure profit. We know this. We gotta. If you want the club to run in a sustainable manner, of course you gotta sell these players.
What's the difference between us and Manchester United?
Well, for start, the amount of revenue that Manchester United pull in is way bigger than what we pull in. That's for sure. Stadium capacity as well is way bigger than Nathan. Bridge.
Thank you. They nearly have double the stadium capacity to us. Nearly double, which means double the fucking revenue that we are bringing in from our stadium. Like what?
Yeah, from match days.
Please educate these people, Simon Phillips. You are a hired journalist from The Athletic. Educate people. Like, part of your job is to report shit, but you're supposed to educate people why they're doing the things they're doing. It's part of your fucking job, not just push fucking negativity because you want to.
Yeah.
Educate people.
We got to find other avenues to bring in revenue, and I hate to say it, the only way that's the obvious one is to sell players for profit that we can. It's the only way right now. And I'd rather they do that than get us into financial trouble and sanctions and transfer bans and all that bullshit that happens as a result.
To Alex Goldberg's stupid fucking tweet, I did make a mistake on my tweet here. It was about two players if you want to include Christensen. We aren't allowed to sell academy players without outrage before 2019. Before 2019, nobody gave a fuck that we sold fucking academy players. Nobody gave a shit that shit until we had to use the academy players because of the transfer ban that Roman put us in. Okay? We had 2 academy players that really made it at our squad. 2 during the Roman era.
Yeah.
Now we think we're going to use Cobham like La Masia, bro. Now we think we just use Cobham like it's La Masia.
And not everyone's gonna make it from Cobham as well. Like, this is what pissed me off. Like, I get it. Like someone like a Rio Nguma, like we know he's like, if you've heard about him in the academy, that he's really talented. But if there's just not a pathway for him to get in the starting 11, then I hate to say it, you'd rather sell him than lose him on a free like we did with Christensen, because we all knew that, like, obviously what happened around with Christensen and Rudiger was they just didn't offer him extensions, or I guess like the right kind of extension with the right amount of wage increase and whatnot, and they walked away for free. We lost any form of profit on them players. So
good life decision, Bence.
Yeah.
Very good life decision, Bence. Where is this? Bence, I recommend this to everybody, bro. If you don't do this, Twitter will be a lot better for you if you mute these dumbass people.
Yeah, that's true.
Twitter will
if you don't want your timeline clogged up with bullshit, yeah.
Another tweet to the hysteria is a hobby hysteria is a hobby lobby. And just make a banner for the hysteria hysteria is a hobby. Just make a banner for it at this point. Please make a banner that says hysteria is a hobby. I swear to God, I'm going on after this. I'll do it in here in a bit. I'm going to do AI, and I'm going to have a hysteria is a hobby banner coming from like a plane. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of what we were discussing, Sinek, before, is like, which Cobham like player that we sold do you regret selling? Like, I mean, some of them had good, like, done well for themselves, but they've never really been players that we deeply regret on that front.
CNAC, I'm gonna help you tailor your stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta mute people that you see on your Twitter that are just bozos. And anytime you just feel the ick of bozo from these people, just fucking mute them. I do this. If you, unless you're like me and you like to create.
Yeah, it's a fight.
I like to create conflict. That's like my thing, bro. I enjoy it. Please. I invited the Manchester United fan on yesterday, and he came and he said, I'm here to argue. I'm like, argue about what, bro? And then I ensued to argue with him. I gave him a reason to argue. Straight up. I gave him a reason to argue.
Jacob, the only reason why, like, they might not necessarily be harping on about Mounts, but they're still going to use it to attack this ownership, because I guess it's an agenda, right?
Man.
That's why, like, they may have forgotten about him that we sold him, but they're still going to use that, like, to attack the ownership. So
every year, Jacob, it's going to be a new fucking Cobham grad, bro.
Yeah.
Every year it's going to be a
I thought we're going to see something similar with Gallagher if he gets sold.
Yeah. Oh, Gallagher is going to. A nice thing with Gallagher at least is it seems like he's going to go to Atletico, and I think eventually that's going to end up being the deal that happens.
Yeah.
But I think that Gallagher going to Atletico is like, well, shit. That's actually kind of nice. This kid's going to Madrid.
Yeah.
Well, shit, that shit's kind of nice. He has Champions League. Well, shit, that's kind of nice. He has a coach that actually wants to use him the way that he's supposed to be used. I mean, why is that so bad? Like, why is it so bad that we just don't want these players on our team, but they could still succeed on other teams and we could be happy for them? Why is that so bad? Like, look at this type of outrage, son. Hey, we are the Shed. Please make a banner for Trevor Chalobah. The fuck are we doing? Make a banner for fucking.
Did Kante get a proper banner? Yeah, that's the thing. And don't get me wrong, I saw the banner they gave Kante and it was a disgrace. I'm not even gonna lie. It was disgraceful.
And you know what? Honest. That's the biggest thing. bro. Like, and
Mm.
I
Yeah, so do I.
have no problem with Trevor Chalobah, the person and the player and all that. No
That
problem
was against Crystal
whatsoever.
Palace.
Yeah, I think it was against Crystal Palace.
His
But
debut goal. Yeah.
yeah, I have no problem, and I was really proud of him when it happened. But once again, how many players? How many players have we sold from Cobham that we regret selling?
That's the thing. Before anyone brings up Kevin De Bruyne and Salah, they were not from Cobham. So like, I know most of you in the chat should
Are
already
you
know
gonna
that, but
if you bring up Musiala, I'll slap you.
yeah, I'll do the same thing.
I'll slap you. If you bring up Olise, I'll slap you.
Yeah, not at that age when they left the club. Yeah, you can't bring that shit up.
It's like, which ones? Ones that we developed. Let's say that. Which players that we developed? Because we didn't develop Musiala. Musiala was developed by Bayern.
Yeah, because he had to leave for personal reasons, and he left the country as well. It wasn't like he went to a different club. Like at least he went to QPR or maybe another club before he went to QPR before moving to what was that? Eze? No, I think Eze was QPR.
Now, the problem with Tomori,
Where's Elise?
the problem with you saying Tomori, when we sold Tomori, we had Rudiger.
That's true.
So that's the problem there. How
Yeah.
can you say Tomori when we had Rudiger at the time?
Sorry, Reading. That makes sense. Yep.
Tomori, and you know what? I'll even give you Tomori. Bro.
Yet again, KDB was bought.
See.
We bought him. He went from Cobham.
Yeah, from Cobham. Players that we developed at Cobham.
Yeah, we're actually talking about like they spent a good 10 plus years in the academy before being sold.
It doesn't even have to be 10 plus years. It could have been
Well,
5, 6.
I mean, you can obviously buy like a 17, 18-year-old. They spent 2 years in the academy
you
and
know
they
what I'm
get sold.
saying? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Callum Hudson-Odoi, another one. Like
Solanke.
he had so much promise, but like he never fulfilled that. And he kept getting injured, so we had no choice but to let him go.
Solanke until this year.
Yeah, to be honest, I'll be honest.
Lewis Hall,
Ruben
maybe?
Loftus-Cheek is one for me that I personally like the player. I liked the profile of play he was and his play style, the way he dribbled past people. But even I could understand his injury record was so like he kept getting injured too much that we just kind of had to let him go.
I still don't think we would regret losing Ruben.
Yeah, I don't know if it falls to the category of regret, but like I wasn't entirely happy that we let him go. I felt like he could have done the job in midfield for us.
Exactly, David. There's like, bro, bro, you guys have named 30, 40 players at this current moment, and we've gotten one real one.
Yeah.
We've gotten one real one.
Gilmore, yet again, we bought him from Rangers, and like, yes, he played well for us. And then I felt like the way we sold him was a bit stupid, like the way Tuchel just basically discarded him.
But now Brighton are trying to sell him for like 2 million more, 3 million more.
See, even Jeremy
They bought him
Bogart.
for 8. They bought him for 8, and they're trying to sell him for 11 or 12 million or some shit like that I saw.
Yeah, it's true. Even Jeremy Bogart took a while. Yeah.
Boca's one that I could take. Boca's one that I could take.
Yeah, he's developed into a good.
Just based off of where we are right now, we could use Marcin Boca, but that's one that's not almost. But Nelks, is that regret when we could easily go get him back right now?
Yeah, sure. Thomas Cullis.
At this current moment, we could go and get him right now.
Yeah, he got rid of him to the championship. He just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, he just ended up descending into his career.
Like Jeremy Bogart took a while to find his feet at and then end up at Sassuolo and obviously like do bits there and whatnot. And obviously, like I know he was rumored to like move to other clubs, but yet again, don't think falls into that category. Ian Mutson, yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
I mean, like we said, we still got a Cucurella, we got Vega, but yeah, not gonna lie, Mutson was a good player. We should have kept him. But we
I
got good money
agree
for
with
him.
you,
But we got
Nelks.
good money for him though. That's the thing.
Nelks, yeah, we did get good money for Matson. Nelks, I would agree with you. What do you mean? I'm not changing the rules. I said I'd pick Matson. I'd pick up Belka.
I'd regret. You know,
I'd pick Belka. I would pick Belka
Josh
right now.
Cameron.
But like I said, is it regret? Is
Because
it
here's the
regret
thing,
if we can get him right now? Is that
I think
are we
people are getting
regretting that?
confused, right? Like
You
you're
know what I'm
basically saying with hindsight why we regret it. At the time when we got rid of
Who?
them, these guys weren't good enough.
Who
We're
are you
talking
talking
more so
about?
like a player that you get rid of that was probably like really highly prodigious in the academy that you probably shouldn't have got rid of at the time, but you just got like that's how probably Man City think of Cole Palmer. Like at the time he was actually good, and they're like, no, we're not giving you enough. We can't get you enough game time. So he's like, I want out. Like surely they would have seen him week in week out.
Side
Like,
note, does anybody have this like weird faith that Madueke is going to really work well in this system?
I do.
Do anybody else in the chat? Is it just me? David, that's the one. That's another good one, David. That's another good one, David. David, that's another good one. That's
I get what you mean, Nelks. I get what you mean, though. But it's always a juggling act to balance it whether a player really is shown enough in the academy to warrant actually getting into the starting 11 or not, or in and around the setup. That's the thing. He's a very good dribbler. Madueke even showed that. We saw that last season. He's a good dribbling technique.
I don't understand anybody who doesn't rate him one-on-one. He's
1v1.
All right. Now, is he unorthodox?
Because of his height for a winger, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Nathan. He's unorthodox for the way he dribbles and how quick his feet are at his height. It's odd. You don't see that kind of combination. But in my opinion, Nelks, I do see him being a big factor in this team next year. I really do. I really do see him being a big factor.
Yeah.
And that's why for me it's like if Mudryk doesn't work out and Sterling's best position's on the right, we make Sterling and Mudryk the backups, and one of Palmer and Madueke have to play on the left. Unless you play Nico Jackson on the left-hand side. But that's great options in the end. If we can get a bit, all I'm saying is, bro, if I can get, I'm joking with the skinhead Mudryk 20 GA. If I can get 10 GA from Mudryk, I'm just joking, but I got faith in Mudryk because he works so fucking hard. Like the kid works so goddamn hard. I just hope his footballing brain is there. You know what I'm saying? He's a meathead. He's not just a meathead, and his footballing brain is kind of there.
I was bringing this up on Lewis's channel all the time. I just think he needed coaching. He needed proper instructions. That's what I got from him. Like, and Maresca seems like the type of manager that will do that.
Yeah, Lewis, I didn't even see this. Yeah, let's waste more fan money on a banner for a player that's likely to leave. The fuck is that? Like, bro, they have a team bus that they customize, you stupid fucking idiots. Like, you know what? This guy right here, Chelsea Fan Accountability, is one of the funniest accounts.
He really is,
there, bro.
He really
he is one of the funniest accounts.
He's on everyone's.
He just gave me he gave me a follow today. Because I was just like, I gave him his uppings because I didn't even know about him until I was watching one of my favorite podcasts, the Stephen A. Smith Show, and he just showed up as a random question. I was like, yo, that's dope. I'm following that guy like right now. Like, I was like, yo, I can't believe he got on there. Yo, look at this shit, bro. This
Eunice, huh?
This dude, bro. So he's complaining the Chelsea hierarchy have revealed their true colors. Bro. Bro, Mafia, thank you, bro. Bro, you make money off talking about them. Now pay them the $5. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. Thank you, bro. Mafia. Thank you, bro. If you don't know, that's Mafia. CAA Mafia. By the way, if you don't know what CAA Mafia is, it's New York City, like the Knicks, the GM of the Knicks. His old agency is called CAA. Like his old sporting agency is called CAA. Bro. By the way, Eunice. Don't let me forget. By the way, Eunice, every fucking team, every fucking Premier League team is doing the same exact shit. The same exact shit. Every top Premier League team is doing the same. There's not one Premier League team that's giving these, bro, all the way down to fucking, what's it called? What's the team that just came up? The stupid fucking with Kieran.
Leicester City.
No.
Oh wait, who?
McKenna.
With McKenna. Kieran McKenna, Luton Town. Yeah.
No, that's not Luton Town, bro. What are you talking about?
Luton Town. Oh, yeah, Kieran McKenna, Ipswich. My bad,
Ipswich. Even Ipswich, bro. Even Ipswich, son. Bro, it's not even negative. It's not even feminine anymore, bro. It's childish.
I think Man United's charging like 15 quid for their games. So, like, honestly, Eunice doesn't do his research.
Yeah, Ipswich. Bro, even Ipswich is fucking handing out is $5 a fucking, bro. Just or make friends with an American, but you're too good to do that, huh? Eunice?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Too Arab to do that, huh, Eunice?
Well, because he moved to Saudi now, he's he don't want to talk to nobody else.
He's an Arab man now.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck, is my opinion.
That's ridiculous. Like £5, like I get it. Obviously, if people can watch it for free, let's be honest, people will find a way to watch it for free.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm making it a thing. Hysteria is a hobby, bro. Just remember it. Hysteria is a hobby.
And send brown envelopes that hit different Adam in Saudi, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Brown envelope, son. Bro's going to Saudi because he thinks he's nice. Bro, he's going to Saudi to get his hair replaced. That's what he's doing. He's going to Saudi to get that hair replaced. I'll stay cook that fool till the day I die. I don't give a damn. You try to play me. I'll cook that fool till the day I die if I have to. Just the way how foolish this man talks. How foolish. How foolish.
Yeah, pretty much, Adam. You can get so much content from Twitter. Yeah.
Yo, it's easy for me, bro. It's so easy for me, though. Like, all I have to do is save like 10 tweets from the morning. Like I wake up in the morning, bro, and I just go on Twitter just looking for a fight, bro. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Some days I pick violence as well on Twitter.
Nah, bro. Every morning is violence for me, son. Every morning is violence.
Like the level of stupidity we encounter on Twitter, like just begging, like for some of us to just say something. It's just like, nah, like I'm not gonna let that shit slide. I gotta say something.
Yeah. Every day is violence, son.
Yeah.
Yo, Carlito. I think Carlito's the one that sparks it in me, Adam. I really do. I really fucking 300, son.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo, Carlito's the one that sparks it in me, son. Bro, Lorenz is like a frequent flyer on my fucking hysteria is a hobby. Fucking.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah,
And here's another one, yeah. Like I remember watching his content a few years back. He wasn't this negative, but he's another one's jumped on the whole anti-Clear Lake bandwagon and all that. And let's not forget his very specific tweet he put out a few weeks back.
I don't want them back if we start winning.
Ah, same.
I'm telling you right now, son, I'm not letting them back.
Nah, fuck that.
We not letting them back, chat. We not letting them back, son. We not letting them. I don't give a fuck how negative they want to be, bro. That's just good for them, bro. I'm gonna do my channel the way that I want to do my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Authenticity is key, right?
Yeah, send their ass to Fulham. What do they say? What do Arsenal fans say to Tottenham fans? Fuck off down the lane.
Mind the gap. Yeah.
Fuck off down the lane. Because their fucking stadium used to be called White Hart Lane. Fuck off down the lane. Oh, bro. Lorenz is gonna have to delete his Twitter if we win a title.
Oof.
He'll have to delete his fucking
People are still
Twitter.
gonna wheel at that specific tweet he put out once we didn't get Elise. Yeah, people are still gonna bust that out.
Oh, no, that shit's going to be busted out as soon as Madueke scores his first goal. I swear to
God. You should do that.
That shit is going to be busted out as soon as Madueke scores his first goal. Oh, my God.
Austin Powers with no riz. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 300. If they get signed, fucking I'm Meridian. I'm joining them. Fuck it. I'm joining them, son. Yeah. I swear to God, if they sign this fool for $70 million, bro.
See, for me, it's because of the quoted price that I'm going to be pissed off.
That's my problem. It's not even the player; it's the price. It's if you're going to go buy him, that's cool. If you're going to spend that $40 million that you bid on him, that's cool. But for heaven's sake, don't give him the $70 million. For heaven's sake,
that's the thing, Adam. He could develop into a good player, but you're chucking that kind of money at him. You may as well add an extra 30, 40 and get some.
Bro, Star Slayer. Let me give you the reasonings why. Okay.
Yeah.
Because every stat outside of finishing, he's 99th percentile. Every stat outside of finishing. Aerially, take-ons, like he's in the 90th percentile, 80 to 90th percentile. Every stat outside of finishing. But his finishing is 15. He missed 19 big chances in a team that doesn't create that many chances. 19 in one season. I could pull it up for you. Look, I'll pull up the stats. We got 4 minutes. Unless they do a whole another. Yeah, I spelled this asshole's name wrong every single fucking time.
I don't blame you.
And CNX, like, why are you calling people an asshole? That's just part of my lingo. I could say some other things, but that shit just gets dirty. Start using the B word and shit for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube now. I can't look like that. I know I'm already controversial. I don't need more controversy. I'm an Arab Christian. I don't fit with nobody.
Yeah, it gets a bit peaked, doesn't it?
What you mean? I've known that my whole life. All right, we got 2 minutes.
Oh, this is not a good stat one. Yeah, this is not the one I had up last time, but this is part of the reason why I didn't want him. Like decent aerially, decent take ons, decent with the passing. Expected goals is all right. It's just all right, but he has the physical tools is the thing.
Yep.
And we're not the other thing is we aren't the only team that want him either. Like West Ham wanted him too.
I just don't want to spend any more than like 70 million. Yeah, I just noticed that. They were down. I had that up before. They're down 4-3 now. Man City.
Yeah, you annoyed
the
with
other
the
thing-
whole Santos situation with Strasbourg? Because I'm not. Like, I wanted him to stay, don't get me wrong, but like he's guaranteed probably more so to get more minutes under Rosinho than he is possibly in our squad.
That's gonna be the other peak thing with that guy. He's gonna get so many slander names. Yeah, with Santos, I didn't really have any issues with it just based off of the numbers that we have in midfield.
Yeah.
Like I don't really see the issues with it. Plus, when you're doing it with such a local club, like our sister club, let's just say, let's consider it that. Like I don't really have an issue with it just because you can always recall the loan and it's not going to cost you anything.
Yeah. I just think they're really taking their time with nurturing his talent, which I don't see as a problem. Like they're really not trying to rush him and fast track him into like EPL football. I mean, maybe he probably could handle it. Like he seems like he's a top player, based on how well how mature he appears to be when he's playing on the pitch. But I don't see a problem with just letting him go to France, play Strasbourg again, a club he played for 6 months, knows a bit, and like in the league and all that, and just develop his talent. Just take time with him. And obviously, we're eager for like this upcoming like batch of players that we got, like your Paez's and all that, to come into the team straight away. But we need to kind of handle them a bit more delicately because we really can't afford to miss on a lot of these purchases we've made. We actually want to see these guys come good at some point.
I think I'm interested to see where Marquinhos is because I feel like if Marquinhos isn't at the level that he needs to be at to play on this team at this current moment, then they're gonna go. I think Victor will be back on the board as well.
I still think Tony might be at play. Myself personally think that he might be at play at some point, but
I don't. The age profile is the one thing that, like, for me, I understand and I would go for it. Like, I would want us to go for Tony, but do I believe this ownership group will spend 60 million on a 27-year-old, 28-year-old? That's questionable.
Well, what I'm hearing is Brentford has slashed the price to around the 40 mil mark, like maybe just under 50. So,
I mean,
it's a tough one.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I think he might end up at Tottenham, to be honest.
Oh, that's a good theory. A lot of people start to think that too. I hope to God that don't happen, but
especially if they sell Richarlison, which it's like Saudi might come in for him from the looks of things.
Yeah, that's a possibility. It's just like we could end one of these sort of major.
Well, why do every time you guys convince me to do this shit, these shits something gets fucking delayed for a fucking hour.
Copa match, yeah.
The Copa match, bro. It was the most boring Copa match ever, too. All right, here we go.
Oh, I gotta do something.
Did a statement, apologize, and the club did the
Can you
same.
guys hear it?
I don't think there is something to add in terms of the situation. It's already clear and clarified.
In the front here.
How are you? Welcome to the Bay Area. This is Paula Barui from San Francisco. Besides
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to fix the sound.
let's talk
Yeah, you're right.
of connecting with fans and experience for players. Also, I know you're new with the club, and I would like to know about your coaching philosophy.
I mean, I can't even hear it through my headphones.
Same here. I can barely hear it.
Yeah, it's always important to have connection with the fans that they are here in USA, the fans that they are in England, the fans anyway, everywhere. It's important to have good connection with them.
Okay, good.
And then, yeah, the philosophy it's quite clear. We try to dominate the game. We try to keep the ball as much as we can. Sometimes the opposite also.
Let me try to get like a little
It's
speaker in here, quick.
easy, but
Yeah.
overall, this is a little bit the idea. Try to be aggressive on the ball and off the ball.
Check.
I don't think so, to be honest. At the end, they are all human beings. I don't think there is any bad intention from any one of them. So I don't think when Enzo will be back that we have any kind of problem. As I said, the player already clarified the situation. The club did the
It's
same.
okay. If you
So,
can't hear it, we're gonna go back through the
there is
transcript anyways.
there is nothing to add. And once again, I think that they are not bad person or bad human being. So can happen. It's but
Yep.
I don't think there is
You're
any,
right,
any
Benz.
problem at all.
Yeah, I called it.
I spoke with them, so I spoke with all of them. But yeah, as I said, the player already did statement, apologize, so it's quite clear.
Simon.
Just one quick one, and then I'll ask another one. When is he due to join you? Can you clarify if he'll be next week or?
When Enzo will arrive?
Yeah.
It's the 29th, I think. Yeah.
And my actual question is, Rich James is.
Duh. We knew that was not gonna be the case. Carlito's a fucking
For
idiot.
sure, James will be one of the captain. He
He
has
ain't going
already
nowhere.
been in the past, and I want him again, one of the captain, one of the leader of this team. To be honest, I like players that they take responsibility. I like players that all of them they try to be a leader or captain, even if we need 4, 5, 6 players to represent the club. But I think for all of them, it's important to feel this kind of responsibility, to behave like a captain or like a leader.
Bobby.
Hi, Enzo. Chelsea had a lot of injury problems last season. Is there anything different that you're going to try to make sure there's not a repeat this time?
I always said the same. It's already difficult to judge a situation when you are inside. Imagine when you are not here. So I don't know what kind of problem they had last year or 2 years ago. The only thing I can say that fortunately we start 2 weeks ago. We didn't have any problem, any injury, and we're gonna try to also manage that kind of situation that in the past has been a problem. But as I said, I don't know the reason why they had many injury in the past, and we are focused now and trying to create also personal work prevention, these kind of things to avoid injury.
Ben.
Enzo, 2 quick ones from me. Trevor Chalobah is not with the squad. What was the reason behind that? And is it fair to assume that he is for sale this summer?
No, it's first of all, it's always from my
Fuck
point
you,
of
Ben
view, it's
Jacobs.
always
Yeah, fuck you, Ben Jacobs.
to leave players out that can be out.
We
for
know
the
it's you.
season
I can
or
hear it
can
in
be
your
out for the
voice.
squad,
That's his voice.
first 11, because at the end they work every day, all for the same target, that is to be part of the team. The Trev situation for me is quite clear. We have Axel there, we have Tosin there, we have West that these 2 weeks works very good, and this finally is back.
It's okay.
We have
Enzo
some
got to face
very young
the
profile like
facts. He's gonna have to deal with
that
it.
is doing fantastic.
Yeah.
So this is, as I said, it's sad decision, but also I'm here to take a decision.
And just a quick one as well, tactically speaking. At Leicester, you inverted the right back predominantly, Ricardo. At Leicester, you've got Chelsea, I should say, you've got Mark Cucurella, who was excellent inverted. You brought in Renato Vega, who can invert as well. Is it logical to assume that?
It's time to feed the dogs real food, not highly processed pellets. The farmer's dog.
I watched his game that when he was, I think, I don't remember now. When he was on loan from Chelsea to another club, I don't remember now. He was playing as a midfielder. I watched some games during the summer, so he can do that. To be honest, Malo is trying to do that and is doing fantastic. Mark, as you said, he can do that. And we also try a different situation, different players that they can do that.
Kieran.
Hi, Enzo. How are you? Chelsea are obviously a club that want success, and that's winning the Premier League, competing in the Champions League. And you've signed a long contract, 5 years. Do you think that are you going to be at least given the time a good chance?
Bro,
The
let
only
him
thing I
get the
can say
fucking
is that
one
we
game
are
out.
for the
You want to talk
same
about
idea,
Champions
same
League?
target in terms of when you join a club like Chelsea, one of the best club in the world, you have
Fucking assholes.
to try to win trophy or at least to compete. So our target for sure will be to try to compete and to achieve something important now. When? I don't know. Hopefully as soon as possible.
One more over here.
Abraham from ABC7. I just have a question for my coworker who's not here. But welcome to Santa Clara. And did you get to visit around the area? And my second question is, what does it mean for you and your team to be playing here in the American Football Stadium and enjoying the culture of America?
Yeah, no, many thanks. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to visit the city. We arrived last night very late. We had session this afternoon. And as I said, it's always nice, first of all, because we can share time with our fans abroad, not only in England. So it's nice. And yeah, as a player or as a manager,
You guys can still hear it?
been here many times,
Yep,
and it's
yep.
always
right,
a
cool.
pleasure.
Down in the front.
World Cup is coming up. We just have Copa America one more time.
Paula Maruri, Tentereye, World Cup is coming up. We just have Copa America. How do you feel to be part of the soccer culture? And what do you think about the growth of MLS? And Messi is here with us now. Thank you so much. Good
Oh,
luck
yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, the MLS is improving a lot, is growing a lot. Probably thanks also to.
Why is the US always got to make it about themselves?
And we try to do our best
Don't
when we
give
come
a
here
shit.
in terms of playing games, and as you said, hopefully we can help the USA football to improve and to grow.
One more here.
How is he supposed to answer that
Welcome to sunny California, Enzo. My question is, Nkunku is a very versatile player. He can play on the left wing, can play as a false nine, and even as a creator. What role do you see for him? Because Jackson scored 15 goals last season, which is really good. But I'm trying to figure out, like, do you see him play centrally as a false nine or as a creator?
He can play everywhere. He can play everywhere.
That's what he keeps on saying.
These 2 weeks, he's doing very, very well. Is already taking the way we want to play. So that is important. And as I said, these kind of players for me, they can play winger, they can play attacking midfielder, they can play in 9, they can play in different positions. And what we are going to try is to have players that they can play in different positions It's the way I see the football, and also it's the way that I like to work every day to try to improve players and to help them to play not only in one position, that they can play in different position. Also because sometimes many players they say I can play as a winger, and for them it's just there. But I don't think if you move them 5-10 meters inside that there are big changes. So it's just a matter of to convince them and to adapt. But when they are good players, they can play in different position.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll bring player up here in a second.
Yeah, that was a good question for Nkunku. Yeah.
That was a good ass question for Nkunku. That's the kind of question that we want to hear in a press conference.
MLS, oh my days. Why?
Not some fucking MLS fucking questions. Bro, I'm from the USA, okay? I don't want to hear about the MLS. I live here and I don't want to hear about it.
Especially when Chelsea come to your country as well. That's the kind of question you ask.
No one gives a shit about Messi. Fuck off, bro.
Ugh. Yeah, it was a 16
Especially
out of
right
10
now,
press
I don't
conference.
want to fucking. Especially right now, I don't want to fucking hear about fucking MLS. I want to hear about what my football club is. You wasted a whole goddamn question on the MLS for what? What benefit does it bring you? Let's see if we can find the transcript real quick because I missed a few things. Like the question on Trevor Chalobah, I didn't get the full answer. Yeah, the last question was good. Oh, for Rose and asked the last question. Okay.
That makes sense, yeah.
Just for everybody that's here. And I hope CNAC's here. CNAC, you here, bro? CNAC, you here? Because I want to make sure you see this. Welcome. I got the clip, my dude. I got the fucking clip. And I did that shit off the whim. That's the funny part. Earlier today, when JK was the only one in the chat. So I had started the stream on like the 30 count. You know how like normally like 30 count comes out?
Intro, yeah.
Yeah, so I started the stream on the 30 count and fucking I hit the loop on that specific video, so it just kept on going over and over. So it was just me lighting my joint over and over and just saying welcome. And he thought he thought he was like in the he said the first you should look at the first. If I can pull it up, let me see if I can find it right now. Let's see if I can find it. That shit is fucking hilarious. He had me dying. So very first comment. I should save these comments like Lewis does. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting all the way up to the top. That shit's gonna take me forever. You've been active for 2.5 hours. That shit ain't happening. Oh, Reese James, my bad. I'm glad it's him. I'm really glad it's him.
Yeah, thank God it's him, yeah.
I'm serving a 4-game ban from last season, but I'm in a good place and I'm excited for the season.
Paula Maruri, 10 a.m. First, welcome to the Bay Area. As a player, how important is to participate in this international, and how are you adjusting to the new system? Thank you so much.
No, there's a lot of adjustments to make, to to the new system. Whenever a new manager comes in, there's a lot to take on board. But we're excited, and I can't wait to get started. Really.
Yeah, Nizar.
Just wanted to ask you, sort of as captain, like how is the dressing room going to react to the Enzo Fernandez situation, and do you get involved? Because we've seen like Wesley Fofana's socials about it, and there was obviously hurt caused.
No, it's obviously a really difficult situation. I think Enzo, acknowledged he done wrong and quickly, put his hand up and apologized to, the club, team, and the people offended.
Is that where you're going to have to do some work?
They're not going to, Jardel. It's going to be something that we're going to have to deal with all season, at least until January.
Well, I mean, he hasn't arrived yet, so I don't know if there's anything to amend. I'll have to make that judgment when he comes back in, but I hope everyone will be on the same page and can kind of move forward from the situation.
Hi, Reece, Ben Jacobs from TalkSport. Just a question of clarity. Enzo Maresca referred to you as one of the leadership team. Have you been told directly that you are the captain?
Fuck you, Ben Jacobs.
Are you still under the impression that that's to be determined?
Fuck you, Ben Jacobs.
You probably know better than me, to be honest. No, directly, I haven't been told whether I will remain captain this season.
But presumably, from your point of view, you feel no need within the squad balance for a change of captain.
Fuck you, Ben
ask me,
Jacobs.
No, I don't think so. But I'm not the one that makes.
Fuck you, Ben Jacobs. Fuck you.
Just a quick one on Enzo again, and whether you've spoken to him personally. Enzo Fernandez, sorry.
Yeah, I've spoken to Enzo and everyone kind of involved, but the conversations kind of have to stay in house.
Yeah, and just on you personally as well.
Attaboy.
You said you've got a longer pre-season, but you must be sort of itching to get going. How frustrating was last season at times for you personally to sit and watch if it was bad form or things weren't quite going right? How hard was that for you, and how much do you want to make up for that this year?
No, if I'm honest, the last 16 months have been tough and frustrating. With whether it be suspension or injury. But no, I think I'm really excited, and I feel I'm in a good place for this season, and kind of can't wait to get playing and find my rhythm again.
So, hey Reece, Simon from The Athletic. What have you sort of done ahead of pre-season? Have you done sort of extra work to make sure you can hit the ground running when you are able to play again?
I kind of had a good summer, and I do what I always do when I have time off. I enjoy a bit and work a bit.
Come with me to rate this guy's bathroom. First green flag, he's leaving his Manscaped trimmer out on display.
Talking about the frustration of being banned for the start of the season, of course, there was a couple of times where your desire to win sort of ended up with the suspension stuff. I think you also served the ban because you reacted when you weren't playing for the Aston Villa game. Is that something that you have to try and control, that sort of like that desperation to win, to stop you going over that line a little bit more than perhaps you did last season?
I know, of course, I'm definitely one to push the boundaries, and sometimes that's caused a problem for myself and for the team. But it's definitely something I'm trying to get better at and trying to learn to reduce mistakes to put my team at risk.
Anybody else?
Hi, Reece. Christian Babcock, Bay Area News Group. What is it like coming to America for these tours? What is the experience like, and how familiar are you with the Wrexham story?
No, I love America. I was here in the summer for most of it. I think it's an amazing place, and I love exploring different areas. And on to the Wrexham story. I don't know too much about the story, but I believe they got promoted. I don't know, back to back, something like that. That's the most I know.
At least the Wrexham question is
you obviously
someone who
scored
they're
some big
playing
Chelsea
next.
goals in your time. Enzo
At
Maresca was
least
just
I
saying
can say
before
that.
this about how maybe it could
They're
be you
playing
that
them in the
converts
next game.
this season. Do you have any personal goals that you're setting yourself this year, maybe for goals, assists, or just general involvement?
No, I have one goal. My goal is to stay on the pitch.
Good man.
Attaboy.
We'd like that too.
Attaboy.
Thank you.
Attaboy. That should be your goddamn goal. Attaboy. That's that last answer is the only answer I needed to hear from him. He's actually pretty well PR trained, because if you saw that in the Enzo question that he had, right at the end, they're asking if like they spoke about Enzo at all, and if they spoke in house, and he was like, yeah, but we're gonna keep that in house. And the next question, pretty much, like, that's PR trained right there. That's my friends, my people in the chat. Bro, that's PR training right there. That's PR training. I know, right, Jacob? But, here's the thing about them press conferences, right? They're supposed to keep them light most of the time, especially this early in the season. They're supposed to keep them light. So they ask these American questions to keep them light. The Wrexham question, I didn't really have too much to worry. Like I didn't worry too much about it. You know what I mean? Because that's who we're playing next. If you put Mudryk on that stand bench, the entire club would fucking fall apart, bro. My guy Mudryk would be looking directly into the lights, son. Looking right at the fucking lights, and like, bro. He would look right into the fucking lights. He wouldn't even know what to say. Yeah, exactly. That was some straight like fucking FIFA career mode answers, straight up. It's good though. It's good. No, man. Yeah, I know. Going to the Olympics. These poor Argentinian players that are going to the Olympics, they're gonna get cooked. They gonna get cooked. Oh man. Let me see if I can find the transcript. They're pretty quick about it normally. I know that people are going to have feelings about the way that Enzo Maresca spoke about this. So I'm going to bring it up right now. And I'm going to let people have their say about it in the chat, because I don't know if people really got the answers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if really people got the answer. It's like I heard the answers to that Maresca part of it. But this is Romano said that this is what was reported reported from the transcript already. Was I don't think there will be problems with Enzo Fernandez when he returns. There were no bad intentions. I hope with Enzo it's all clear now. It's all clarified by the player and the club, so that's it. Enzo has apologized, and there's no problems at all. So, like, hopefully that the club's trying to get this to move on, right? Like, and I get that there's going to be people that are going to be upset about that.
Yep.
Okay. So I want people to be able to have their say if they want to. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and you're more than welcome to come on and have your say. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, I just like to add on to that, like, and everyone's fully entitled to like how they obviously feel. If they, feel the way they do, like, none of us are gonna tell someone how they can and can't react to a situation as sensitive and offensive as racism is. So
Yeah.
that's.
So if you want to come on and have your say about how you feel about this specific scenario with Enzo Maresca and Enzo and how the club are dealing with it, you're more than welcome to.
Let's pull up. Let's try to find these quotes while we have people capable of jumping on. Because I knew Pice would have pretty much all of it ready.
Yeah, he pretty much does.
I like the sounds of that. Philosophy
So do I.
philosophy is clear. We try to dominate the game, keep the ball as much as we can, and try to be aggressive on and off the ball. That's kind of what we've been hoping for.
Yeah. Are you concerned that a section of our fan base will have flashbacks of sorry ball in some regard to us trying to dominate possession for so much of the
I don't
game?
give a fuck because I like Sorry Bo.
Yeah, I did too. But I hear that that's something people might level at Maresca and claim it to be the favorite buzzword. Yeah, boring football. So, yeah, after what we saw last season, I couldn't care less.
How does everyone feel Maresca handled the press conference? Nathan, how do you feel he handled the press conference overall?
I think he handled it well, to be honest. Like, obviously, he's very fluent in English. Like, his English is quite,
It's pretty
quite
good.
concise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty good.
I think he handled them questions quite well, to be honest. He was quite clear in his delivery and what he's trying to get across. So shouldn't be any mistranslation or any confusion in what this man said.
I did hear him bring up the fullbacks, but I didn't hear him bring Chilwell up. I don't know if he did bring Joe up. I may have missed that.
Mm. Yeah, I agree, Arto. It wasn't a long press conference, but there could be a few reasons as to why. Maybe they're only allowed a certain amount of questions. Yeah.
That, and they're going to have one every single game, so they're going to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
They're going to keep it light, too. We're not going to get a ton of information because it is preseason.
Yeah. And to be honest, like after what we went through last season, do we really want to have a massive spiel about this, and that? Like, obviously, we want to kind of see the football for ourselves and sort of, judge it on a game by game basis. We've had enough people doing all the talking, to be honest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 1 second. I just want to see something. Let's go. All right. I got 2 extra followers today. Let's fire. One of my videos has 5,000 views. Oh, shit. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I didn't know that. That's awesome. It was, yeah, he did. I thought his English was better than Pochettino's, and Pochettino was in this country for a long ass time.
That's true.
I mean, Pochettino was in the country for nearly 8 years in total. Like,
yep.
And I thought his English was better than Pochettino's.
It was.
Kishian, what's up, man? Kishian, you there?
What's up? Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. No worries, man. Go for it. What you got? You got something to say?
Personally, I don't think it's a big deal because of how it was handled. Like, you don't want to stir the pot. You know what I mean? So,
do you think
you just gotta say that?
Do you think it was? Let me ask you this: do you think it was wrong that he did not get suspended?
I think it was, but I don't think they would because of the fact that, and if they did suspend him, it would be like 6 games or so. They're not going to suspend him for a year or so. Like, you bought this coaching to get the best out of a player. You're not going to suspend him.
Mm-hmm.
I understand, especially as a black person, that race is a big issue, but you have to remember, these are clearly Capital is an investment company. They invested billions into a company. They're not going to think like how the average person thinks.
I can see where you're coming from that sense of things. I was thinking more along the lines of like a 6-game suspension would have been exactly what I would have been probably looking at too. But that
Yeah,
still
I
may
think they
come
should.
based off of. I think that still may come from the FA. That's why they're waiting on. But correct. That's kind of the other thing too. It's like he's not going to actually get suspended for preseason regardless. So he's going to come back and participate and be a part of team activities until that suspension does get laid along with the FA. So
you're right. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, and I think that's a matter that they should actually sit down with Enzo and the rest of the guys, the French players, and iron it out. Like you can't really just expect they're gonna say like I hear people. I think I hear what's his name on Jimmy was saying that he should be banned for a year and all that. I'm like, bro, that's or sold. You can't sell $100 million player. What you think they're gonna? How much you think they're gonna get from Enzo? At the moment,
nothing. But
His
that's
book value is
just
90,
Jimmy
90
talking.
something million. Yeah.
I understand where Jimmy's coming from, and I respect his opinion, but it's just not
Same.
realistic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like that's what it comes down to. It's just really not realistic, and you would hope you hope eventually, like as long as the players on that he is playing with can at least forgive him, that they can move forward and at least continue playing ball.
To be honest, I think
So-
it was more xenophobic than racial because they weren't they were singing more about
Kishan,
yeah.
let's not go there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Let's not go
everybody
there.
kind of
Everybody's gonna get riled up.
has well, not that. It's not just that, but everybody has their own opinion about it and like how they feel about it. So
Yep.
I don't want someone like if you feel that way about it, that's absolutely fine. But let's not
you're
like
right, you're right.
let's not
Yep.
like degrade the way that other people feel about it
Yeah.
too. You know?
Yeah.
So that's
But I
kind
think
of
I think he'll be good in the system. I think he'll be fine. I think Maresca speaks, which is shocking. I didn't know he speaks such good English. So you don't have any excuse of poach confusion or he said this and he meant that. Like poach was like a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as Joe said, he'd been in the country long enough to speak fluent English and concise
Yeah.
English, but this man
No,
just couldn't do both.
guys in the chat, we agree with you.
Yeah,
we
we
agree
agree.
with you. Just if Kishian has a different point of view on it, that's his point of view, and that's just let's just
That's
respect
why I
it.
didn't even want to mention that part because I know everybody's gonna start getting up in their feelings. Never
Yeah,
mind.
but
Guys in the chat,
let's
forget that.
let's just move forward from it, okay?
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
glad he.
that's
but what I
that's
noticed
the
is that
thing.
I didn't hear him
That-
address anything about Ben Chilwell. I don't think is a part of the plans.
And yeah, Abdi Mas actually put that in here. Let me pull that up here quickly. So, right here. So he didn't mention Ben Chilwell at all on the inverting. It's probably why we heard earlier that he had him playing left, moving to left center back. And then, well, I imagine that it's him and Viega doing that same role. You know, maybe
And
even
then I don't
Colwell
how Ben
in
Chilwell is
certain-
that good defensively anyway. So put him at left center back is even a more disaster happen.
I just think it's like backups. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't have another position for him, so that's where he's gonna be.
I don't know. Leave him back home with Trevor.
Yeah, but Cucurella's not back yet, so we don't have that many left backs on the team. And when it comes to preseason, you want everybody to kind of get, a run in with like 25, 30 minutes apiece, or at least a half a game apiece. Everybody should
that's
get a
what
run in.
that's why I was messaging you and telling you that they're gonna just see how Giu and the other and Broha is, and then he'll probably just go to them and say, "Yo, I need a striker." Like these guys can't cut it.
I'm just worried about Nkuku.
I
Here we
think
are.
Nkunku would play striker or so.
We'll pull up what he said on Nkuku. I mean, I would agree with that, but that's still like a big loss. Kishian, Dav
Yeah.
is asking you a question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
It's on the screen.
Oh. Yeah, I'm from Jamaica, Clarendon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Welcome. And then, yeah. He mentioned 4 fullbacks, but not Chilwell. That is funny though.
That is.
That is interesting, man. That's quite an interesting turn of events from that part of it. I have it right here. He brought up 4 fullbacks, but he didn't bring up Chilwell.
Yeah, that guy's getting shipped out. It's just maybe Man U is dumb enough to buy him. Hopefully,
who's signing Chilwell? Bro, who's signing Chilwell is a fantastic question. Bro, that's the one that's been stumping me for a good minute, bro. I'm not gonna front. That's one that's been stumping me. Like
PSG, I don't know.
Like I don't even know.
Because his book value is what, 14 million?
Like, are you talking book value on how much we owe, how much we owe left, or how much after we make profit on him?
Yeah, I think
yes, that's 14 million is the correct answer to that. Correct.
Yeah, so I'm sure if you put up 18 million, somebody will buy him. Like anybody.
Yeah. I'll go to Pice 1 second. That's crazy. I love this. This. I don't know how this turned into a 3-hour fucking stream, man. I have no idea. How do I do that? How do I consistently do this with you guys? These 3-hour streams.
It's just conversation flows, isn't it?
It does. Yeah, here it is. So basically, Ben Chilwell is out of the question. He's just like, SOL. Sorry, buddy. I don't even know what you have. What you're good at. We don't know what you're good at. I don't know if they're actually interested, Adam. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, CNAC. I don't even know, like the Burnley. Like, do you think he would take a move back to Leicester? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What if
he
he
has to
like
take
went
a
to
pay
like
cut.
West Ham? Nah, I mean, there's only 2 years left on his contract, so it's not really like that much that you would pay out to get him out. Like, you just include it into the deal like, so like in essence you'd pay. So in essence you would have, say you had him pay like 18 million for someone for Ben Chilwell, they would pay 20 to get him out of the contract and 18 to us. So that's how it ended up working out. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal, to be honest, because he only has 2 years left. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we can pretty much say he's a goner. I know that Leicester fans hate him. I wasn't really saying like sell him to Leicester because he would fit at Leicester. I'm saying sell him to Leicester. Like, would he even go back to Leicester? Because Leicester's like a newly promoted team. Well, he's the only one, right? Only one that can't go into the midfield.
Yeah.
He's the only one. I want to go back to Dodgers because Dodgers seems to have like more of the
Does everyone think Reece James keeps his captaincy?
Yep.
I think he does. I think he does.
Nah, Artur, it's get him out of my club. Get him out of my club. My club. Everyone thinks Reece James should keep his captaincy.
Who's the vice captain
Else
we're
you
going to
don't
appoint,
see-
though?
Vice captain is Chilwell.
At this
No.
current moment.
Yeah, but at this current moment, yeah. That we know of.
I think he might give it to Tossin,
Okay.
the vice
Yeah,
captaincy.
he's the most senior guy, right? He's like 26 experience.
So is Disassi, 26 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disassi might not be on the starting lineup, so there's no point giving a guy captaincy who's not
Yeah,
starting.
Sterling would be technically our most senior outfield player, but yet again, I don't see him being captain. So you could be right with Tossin. That could be a shout. I've heard he's like got leadership qualities. He is someone who likes to speak up and likes to take ownership of certain situations.
Yeah.
So it could be a good shout.
I want to see the Enzo. I heard all the Reese stuff. I just didn't hear the Enzo stuff. Let me go early. All right, here we are. From my point of view, it's always sad to leave players out preseason, first preseason squad, first 11. They work every day for the same target. Trevor's situation is quite clear. We have Axel, Tosin, Wes, who's finally back, and some young profiles. So, I mean, he's the one even saying that Trev is behind all these players. So it's not just Chelsea. It's even him saying that as well. Like, unfortunately, the way that Simon Phillips tried to make it seem yesterday for everybody was that, oh, it's just Chelsea trying to push him out. But realistically, he's behind these guys.
Because
And
everybody just
he
wants
said-
a reason to blame Win Stanley and
Yeah.
and what's his name?
Agreed.
Yeah, exactly. And
Lawrence
then-
Stewart.
And
yeah.
he even said Axel first, which makes me believe like this is the actual order that he has this in. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it because I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Because Colwell is
Also
probably
try
not
to
fully
manage
fit.
that. Colwell?
I don't think he's fully fit.
I didn't hear anything about Colwell. The only two injuries I heard about were Petrovic and Kellyman. Those are the only two injuries I heard about coming into the preseason.
How did he pass a medical?
No, Kellyman got injured at preseason, though.
Oh.
He passed the medical and got injured at preseason. Both these players did. Didn't one of our midfielders find a home at Luton? I don't know. It's a good question. Aren't you talking Ross Barkley? Like, that's the only one I could think of. Now he's at Villa. Yeah, he's pretty much said that Trev is even behind Achapong, bro.
Yeah, Achipong was mentioned.
Like, nah, if we gave Disassi the captaincy, the fucking fan base would have a goddamn meltdown.
It would riot.
Oh my god, they would have a fucking meltdown, bro.
Oof.
Yo, Gallagher hasn't even. I don't even know if Gallagher's met Enzo Maresca yet.
Maybe they
Caicedo
just
got
give him a
there today.
contract.
Caicedo got him today. Got there today, and I doubt Caicedo plays tomorrow. Maybe for a few minutes at the end of the game. Yeah, but I highly doubt. What was the end of that game, Kevin? I was kind of, oh, it ended 4-3. Wow.
Yeah.
A maximum they actually played Perone too. Nathan. The Argentinian kid.
Haaland and Bob scored.
Maximo Perone. He scored. A defensive midfielder. Kind of sideways question. Has the manager told you that if you are the captain? Bro, fuck Ben Jacobs, bro. Fuck Ben Jacobs.
Yeah, I echo that.
Straight up, fuck Ben Jacobs, dude. That shit was a fucking wild question. How you even ask that question, bro? That's some whack ass question, bro.
This man just wants to be on the pitch. Like, I'm sure it's a sense of pride, obviously, to be captain of Chelsea Football Club. But this guy's like trying to indirectly like question his authority. Like,
Bro,
are you actually
I was
like
the question that the way he answered the question at the end. He answered the question at the end.
The George Benson question.
Yeah, the George Benson question perfectly. He's like, how many goals and assists do you want to be on? I just want to be on the pitch for the entire season. Bro, if he's on the pitch for the entire season, we achieve all our goals. There's not even a question about it. We achieve all our goals. If he plays 28 games, if he plays 28 games, Reece James plays 28 games next year, we achieve every single goal that we want to achieve. 28 games.
Plus, we have a compatible backup, so we don't have to push him that much anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
The beautiful thing about Gusto, yeah.
Shit, play Achipong and fucking and the European Conference League.
No, because Reece ain't stupid. He knows, like,
That's what I'm
people
saying.
are
That's
constantly questioning him and all that.
That's cold. Yeah, he knows. He
Yeah.
knows what's going on.
Yeah, that's
why
yeah.
it made me happy, bro, to hear him say that shit.
Yeah.
Because him saying that shit makes me understand that he realizes what has to happen for him to be successful at this club.
Yep.
All he has to do is be healthy.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that when a fit Reece James is probably the best right back in world football. Don't tell me about Trent, who can't even defend.
The best part about it is he even knows it. That's the thing too. He's confident enough to know that he knows that he, as long as he's healthy, he's the best player. He's the best player at that position in the world. And now we're gonna see line-breaking passes from the midfield from Reece James. Bro, next to Lavia or Enzo, breaking the blinds with Reece James.
Plus, having Lavia this season is going to be like having a new player we just signed, because we only had him for 30 minutes?
Because he was rushed back. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that leads into Reece James as well. This whole understanding of how these players' bodies need to recover and the current injuries they've recovered from. We should not be having a repeat of what happened last season with these players.
Well, we had a terrorist for a coach, as Luis always says. So
yeah. They certainly don't help when you've got a physical injury and you're constantly doing laps around a pitch, especially a day before match day as well. So that's definitely asking for trouble, and that's exactly what happened.
Caicedo said it. All we did was run. I just came from injury and I'm doing Gakon.
Yeah. It just didn't make sense. The guy thought that physical exertion...
Bro, and it was so good too, Ator. The 30 minutes we got from Lavia, we were watching him. We were like, okay, I'm starting to see why we bought this kid. Like I'm starting to see just a bit on why we bought this kid. And
he was bossing that midfield at the time. Yeah.
If we can have a healthy team, like you don't understand. You don't understand how Arsenal and City have been consistent.
They've been lucky all year. For 2 years.
2 years straight, they've been healthy.
Yeah.
Like, let me ask you something, Nathan. What do you think happens if Declan Rice gets hurt?
They don't have a natural replacement for him. They just don't. They might have someone who can maybe try
What
to play
about
that position,
Saka?
but
What about
Oh
Saka?
Lord.
What if
Oh
Saka
Lord. Toss the whole
yeah.
season away. Throw the whole season
Yeah.
away.
Who's going to play the specific way Saka does once he gets injured? There's nobody in that Arsenal squad that can do what Saka does.
Enzo better shape up, bro. Enzo Fernandez better shape up because in the end, this kid's coming. This kid's coming.
Yeah.
Plus, he's gonna have that added pressure on him. Like, you already pissed off the whole thing, so you're gonna have to perform. You can't hide behind the Enzo this that. No, you're gonna have to.
You had people backing you even under the bad performances.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
but now you're
now
on your
you
own.
don't have your microscope is gonna be everyone's gonna be like this on you.
Yep.
And making sure.
Yep. Although I think it's a bit much saying he needs to drop 10 out of 10s, but he certainly needs to do his role exceptionally well. No mistakes, or if one mistake, if that, during a whole 90-minute or
Yeah,
on the pitch.
nothing that's gonna hurt the team. Nothing big that's gonna hurt the team.
Yeah.
Kind of mistakes.
Oh, we know when every time he gets on the ball, the opposition fans in the stadium are just going to deliberately boo him and maybe yell out obscenities and whatnot. He probably expects that as well, to be honest.
He played in Argentina. He's used to that. Like, you play for
honest,
bro.
Honest. If one of their three key players got injured for as long as Rodri got injured last year, they wouldn't even be a top 4 team.
Yeah.
They would,
especially if it's Odegaard, Saka, especially, and heaven forbid Saliba.
Nah, I wouldn't even say even Odegaard, bro. I wouldn't even say Odegaard. I'd say Saka, Rice, and Saliba. If you had Saka, if you don't have Saka, Rice, Saliba, like if you don't have one of those three at this current moment, the way that they play, you better hope for a Partey miracle.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I'm surprised they didn't get a backup for him instead of going for California or whatever his name is.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They might end up getting Mikel Merino, and that might fix all those issues. We'll fix the issues in the midfield at least with Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino is I would say an above average fit. For
but
that
I heard
role.
there's a lot of clubs interested in him, and we know Arsenal doesn't like a bidding war.
No, they don't.
I don't know about that. I think to be honest, they'll get Mikel Merino. To be honest, I'm not gonna front. I think they'll get Mikel Marino.
Yeah, I think United will get Zubomendi as well. So yeah, because I know they were linked with Zubomendi.
I don't know if
I think Zubomendi wants to go to Barcelona.
He's been on Barcelona, so they just don't have the money. They're strapped for cash.
Here's the thing, Nathan. I don't know if Sociedad will want to have two of their midfielders leave.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
Like that's the other thing. Like so, it's like kind of first come first serve. Like
yeah,
who gets one?
How much is Zubomendi? Because I heard Ugarte was a like 60 mil. I'm like, well, who's buying Ugarte?
Well, considering they're going after Yusuf Fofana, which I find
Bro,
hilarious.
You know what I find hilarious? Yeah, they should have gotten Yusuf Fofana a while. They should have gotten Kefren Turam from Nice.
And we almost bought Ugarte. Could you imagine the disaster?
I don't know. It depends on like Ugarte would have worked with Poch.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah.
That actually he would have worked with Poch. Like we would have saw Enzo and Caicedo a lot more forward if we had Ugarte, because the way that the way that he wants his defensive midfielder to be is to be more of like a destroyer than a distributor. And he would have worked with Poch. Like Ugarte actually would have worked with Poch. Yeah. But if it just depends, like Ugarte might work with Manchester United if they want to still kind of play the hero ball that they were playing 2 years ago.
I think they're trying to build a more position-based type of football.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put too much faith on them getting Zubomendi. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
They got the same basis.
I've already been
the same release
wrong.
clause. Yeah, it's like 52
I've been
million
wrong
pounds.
before. Yeah, I've been wrong before. I didn't think they would get Euro, and here I am. So
No one's
I
expecting
mean,
him to go
they
United. To be
overpaid
honest.
for Euro, so they would have to get him. Like nobody else is bidding.
Well, they're
70
spending
million.
that money over 5 years like we do, so it kind of works out
Yeah.
like a good deal. Yeah. And because he's 18, they were never going to drop the money on Everton for Branthwaite, like 70+ mil. So they got the better deal.
They would
to
have
be
gave
honest.
them the 50 that they gave Euro though. They gave for
Yeah,
Euro. They
and
would
that's
have
what
gave them the
Everton
50.
kind of said in the press conference, like into the media,
Mhm.
that like, why did they not just pay us when obviously United's like, we'll pay what we want to pay for your player. You know what I mean? It's like we want Euro. Euro's got a higher ceiling than Branthwaite does. And that's not to say Branthwaite won't turn into a good defender, because he could. I just think he's a bit too keen to win the ball too early on. Like we saw that when he tried to challenge
He's
Cole
aggressive,
Palmer.
yeah.
Yeah, he's very aggressive for a tall lad as well. But I think Euro. That's the thing. I think Euro probably in a couple of years, Real Madrid probably come back in for him, offer United like a decent profit, and maybe they end up selling him in like 4 years, 5 years.
It depends on what coach they have. Maybe Ten Hag is gone and another coach doesn't really
I think Ten Hag's gone.
fancy him.
Yeah. Personally, I don't think he'll last past December. That's just me, though.
I mean, personally, I want them to keep him. So
So do I. I just think the way that the United fan base has been gassing up these signings, they'll definitely call for his sacking. Like once December comes around, they're not like anywhere near top 4, top 5.
yeah, because
I
I'm
guess
surprised they bought that Xerxes guy. I mean, he's all right, but I thought they would have gone for a more proven striker. But
yet again, they're almost copying the Chelsea model. Obviously, the potential and the data on the player says like he'll develop into
well,
a good
their fan base
player.
is a lot more positive than ours. Because have you gone on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Yeah, I see the sentiment for sure. I guess that's why like we all like sort of are on the same page, like whether it's a Lewis's channel, Joey's channel, Ahmed's channel for the most part. Of course, everyone has their opinions. We agree, disagree, this and that, but like for the most part, most of us are pretty much on the same page when it comes to this whole optimism, but not gassing it up too much, you know, with some of the players we've got. Just give them time to breathe. Like, let these players develop and be coached for once. That'd be nice.
Right.
I mean, if Poch got something out of them, so
Yeah, that's the thing.
Let's not remind us.
Yeah, facts. Look, like at the end of the day, I'm not one of them like who goes deliberately trolling like in the chats of the United like channels and whatnot. Like I'm like, yeah, look, Yoro looks like a good centre back for his age at 18 to be playing like that. That's sure, but once you guys start saying like he's the needle mover to get you in top 4, even I'm not gonna buy into that shit.
their problem was never conceding goals. Man United problem was scoring goals. They end up with a -1 goal difference.
Yeah.
So why are you gassing up a defender? You should be gassing up a striker. I don't understand the logic.
Yeah. We were kind of in a similar situation because we needed a killer up top as well. So they were like,
I mean, I think we'll eventually get him. It's just that dealing with that Napoli guy is like dealing with like a wall.
Yeah. I think they screwed up with letting Varane go. I think Euro would have been perfect to learn from a Rafael Varane, like partner with him, like maybe in a couple of games, maybe Varane's legs weren't the best, so they needed to start to move him on anyway, but I think they probably should have kept him for one more season. So that kind of surprised me that they let him go, but hey, if it's a Euro and Martinez partnership, that's going to be a bit dodgy, I'm not going to lie. And not because they're shit players, it's just like you got the height of Martinez. Yoro's still trying to acclimatize to a new league that's obviously physical, even though he's a tall lad himself. Like, not the tallest, but like he's not short by any means. He looks fairly strong, but hey, could be some problems there. But it's to be expected. People's expectations these days are like suddenly a play comes in, instantly just hits the ground running like a Cole Palmer, but even none of us knew that was going to happen. Like the way that he did, but.
All right.
That's why
all right. So I gotta head out here in a second, but I just wanted to ask people, how does everyone like the background? Because this is gonna be like the new background for like for my stream here, and then this is
look like the Chelsea kit.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's very similar.
And then this is the new starting soon screen that I got. Look at my dog.
Yeah, the background looks like
you
Chelsea
hear my
kit. Keep
dog. You hear my dog, and he knew. You see my dog. He knew I was ready. I'm finishing up my stream. He got up and everything. He's like next to me.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
yeah, so this is
That looks good,
I
Joey.
got a nice logo for it and everything. I got hook up RSM.
Yeah, shout
But-
out RSM. Yeah.
But I want to hit up the DLM designs, see if I can what I could do to start getting some new thumbnails. New thumbnails. But yeah, I like the design already. I really like the design already. So channel's on its way, guys. Channel's on its way. I appreciate everybody for coming in today. We went 3 hours and I have no idea how. So awesome for you guys. It's awesome. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you are subscribed. Road to 1,000 by Christmas. We're doing it by Christmas, guys. Okay, we're doing it by Christmas. All right. Big up and have a great night.
Big up, everyone.
Cool.